Why, hello, everybody, to another new episode of the Anime Lately podcast. We are up to episode 105. Unfortunately, we cannot have Vash with us. He has some life has going on, but it's okay. We have all four of us right here, and I feel like we can do without the Hunter x Hunter slander and the rep, even though there's like a whole countdown made. Just uh, but yeah, you know what? It's okay. I'll make sure to have the link onto the chat once we go in. But for sure, let's go straight into our. Let's see our faces and get straight into our intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Anime Lady Podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my Brotakus. Introducing first, the most wholesome content creator, the director of anime, the waifu sniper, the certified king of games, Mr. Twitter Verify, oh my brother, testify for Ray Apollo!
There we go. Almost lost you there.
Our next Protaku brother, and he is the CEO of the Careful Spoilers Podcast Network, the host of Careful Spoilers Show, Villains. Founder of the No Anime No Life Facebook group, he is JB, exclusive the invincibly talented James Barnes. And now, last but not certainly not least, the officially last Anime Lately member. Well, actually not our last, but definitely our most current one. He is our monthly Saturday Jesus Dungeon Master for our upcoming D&D game this Saturday for Dungeons and Dragons and with the Petty God and the Non-Believers. He is the editor of SSA Worldwide Network, editor for Inside the Mind of a Blur podcast, in which he is the co-host of, editor for Spicy Lady Entertainment, and of course the Anime Lately podcast. He is the host of the Osane podcast. He is the son of Darkside, a Kang variant, a co-host for C4S Villains. Ladies and gentlemen, kneel before Prince Allah. How are y'all doing?
Well done,
Real
Sam.
good, bro.
As
Real
usual, well done. I will never get tired of those ever. And if the chat does, they can.
Can I say
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
It's fine. Thank you, chat, for being here. I appreciate you.
He's gonna be nice. I'm like, you can suck my dick, yo.
I mean, he is the son of Darkseid, and he's a Kang variant, so I mean...
Yeah, what'd you expect?
I'd expected nothing else, actually. So yeah, it works.
You know, the Sam Savage. I come in here. I was having a great day anyway, right? Having a great day. Excited, you know. We're a bit late, but it actually helped my day out because I was movie watching and whatnot. And
Movie? What were we watching?
oh, yo, bro. Okay, so
You on the Suicide Squad already?
Yeah, like...
no, I have it. Actually, I'm Nigerian, right? So I was watching Nollywood films. So I was watching a movie called The Setup, yo, bro.
Of course you were.
The Setup, dog. You want to know what it made me feel like? It made me feel like I was watching Memento or Inception. It felt like a Christopher Nolan
Interesting.
product. I will speak very highly to that. I go watch The Setup on Netflix, a Nollywood film.
It's on Netflix. Dope.
Yes, that John was, bro. I normally don't recommend people Nollywood films because it's extra over the top, and it's been like the last time I watched a Nollywood film was when I was 12. And I remember back then I was like, I'd never ever recommend this to anybody outside of family, right? But I'm like, you know, the rise in Nollywood, you know, films, people tweet about it on Netflix, people from the, you know, Black African diaspora, and I'm like, oh, you know, wait, hold on, what type of Nigerian am I to be away this long? I should go back to where I came from, and and so I said, you know, let me go see this King of Boys with Shola Sobowale. Fine. I call Dibs, by the way.
Well, we don't know.
Good
but,
for you.
That's good. My first Nigerian wife, my first Nigerian wife. Anyway,
Took you long enough.
Anyway, so on Netflix, I saw a couple days ago people were tweeting about the King of Boys 2, and they were like, "Yeah, it's gonna be part of a seven like film series."
Okay.
And people were
Jesus.
like, "Oh, it's not gonna be just like a trilogy or a movie. It's actually a series now." It's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, all right, the other day I'm like, I feel really good. I hadn't been feeling well physically, and then Tuesday my body just like took care of itself, and I felt fine. And so
Glad you're feeling better.
oh yeah. And so I was like, let me watch this King of Boys. First of all, it was 3 hours. I was like, oh god damn. Okay,
that's an easy no for me, bro.
I mean,
so, I'm watching it. I'm like, all right, I'm ready for the extraness and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, I get Godfather vibes from this. Okay, some power vibes from it. Okay, cool. It was a good movie. And I said, I'm glad that this is going to be a 7-part series because this is a great story to tell. And then since then, I've just been watching Nollywood films. So then I watched The Wedding Party. I don't recommend it because it's a terrible representation of my culture in the sense of don't go to that and be like, hey.
They are really funny though.
They are hilarious. I will say it's hilarious. But in terms of if you want a cinematic masterpiece, no.
Right.
Go in there thinking that you're watching like Thor 3. You're just in there for cheap laughs and whatnot.
I mean,
I'm not.
And so
no, like, so
I have to throw shade.
can I compare it to like Back to America, Coming to America, or something like that?
I haven't watched Coming to America for a good reason. I don't want. I'm content with what I got so many years ago. But anyway, so
yeah, I still haven't seen the sequel either.
I haven't seen the sequel. I'm y'all know me.
I'll get to it eventually.
No rush. No rush.
No problem. Then today, watch the setup. Now, the same actress has been in all 3 movies, and she's been like, either the MC or like a very important supporting character, right? So in this one, it's like I was like, yo, first 30 minutes, I'm like, what the hell am I watching, dog? I'm like, we had 4 time skips. What's going on? And then the movie continued. I'm like, okay, I'm interested. And then I was like, oh shit, I just got Christopher Nolan. Because it's funny, when I first started, I was telling my friend, we were watching together, I was like, I'm getting Ocean's 11 vibe. Like, oh, it's like a highest, and then you find out that there was more moves on top of that. And I was like, oh no, it's deep. And I'm like, oh, this is.
What was I watching where they were shitting on Rick and Morty, bro? Rick and Morty took a big old shit on heist movies. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they were like, I hate heist movies, and they made an episode specifically talking about how much they hated heist movies. You could tell it was like a passionate love letter to hating heist movies from whoever made the show. And I was like, wow, you really don't like these. Then in like that post episode interviews, like, yeah, I hate heist movies. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I didn't get that before.
So, hey, everybody go watch the setup on Netflix. It's like an hour and 54 minutes. It's not a heist movie, it's a con. It's like an espionage type shit. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay. It was I got Christopher Nolan. And I was upset because I wasn't expecting that. So shout out to the Nigeria directors that are doing your thing at Netflix. Shout out to you for giving them the market. All the slander I've given you before, I take it back in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, I take back all the slander, all the ridicule, all the disgust. Everything I ran down upon you, Netflix, I take it back in Jesus' name.
I can't wait for you to give that back to them when Shaman came out. But all right.
Wait! They really ruined Shaman King? I take everything back.
I haven't seen. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I haven't seen anything like bad about it yet. So we'll see.
I mean, I haven't. I saw the trailer in dub, and like there were just some voices that I don't know could fit. So I know.
I mean, let's be real. The dub voices the first time around with Shaman King weren't great either.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
I mean, like Hal's voice in the first time around was not. I mean, Amaru, no, God. So yeah, hopefully that's a little better. But they put out the new promotional flyer poster.
Yeah.
Segue, and that looks kind of lit. Although I noticed something about it, they didn't show any of the spirits in that poster. Notice?
No, it was just yo.
Yeah, it was just they showed all the people.
Oh wait, I seen the one with the blue background.
So which one did I see? I saw a new one today where it was just the people
with the X-Files or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought I saw one that was just there was a blue background. Unless I just ignored everybody.
No,
else
so that
because
was a
I
new
love
one.
Shaman King.
There was a new
There's a
one I
new
saw
one.
today that had the entire cast.
Okay, I missed that one.
I saw that in the
Minus
group
the
chat.
minus the spirits, which I
minus
thought was
spirits.
interesting.
Because I know when it came out on in Japan originally a while ago, they had the picture with the spirits that we got excited because it was like
they put Aminomaru and
So I'm curious as to why they took the spirits out.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm like, oh, did they do something different that I'm not
Please don't do
expecting,
that.
or
Please don't do that.
so I'm curious. I'm like, I really want to see what's up with it, or maybe they're just kind of. Oh no,
Shaman King is my first ever manga. Like
Oh,
the first time
no.
I ever picked up a manga, it was Shaman King.
James, they're in
Please.
3D.
oh, that explains it.
Oh no,
That explains it.
I gotta go bash myself real quick. I gotta look this up on YouTube.
Oh,
why don't you just watch the trailer or something like that?
Hold on. Hold on.
While you're searching, hey, World D Champion, welcome, Spicy, welcome. Yes,
What
we're
up,
going to talk about
BBs?
What up,
Bleach
Spicy?
one shot.
Oh
that's coming up.
no! I shouldn't have looked.
Mm.
Shaman King 2021 is pretty awful so far. Is Shaman King 2021 any good? Is the Shaman King anime 2021 trash? Oh God.
Oh,
That's
Well,
unfortunate.
you have now heard bad news about it now.
I'm not
Netflix,
claiming
I
this
take
is my
everything
bad
back
news,
in
okay?
Jesus' name, I take it back. All the blessings I gave upon you, I take it back. I take it back. I take it
I mean,
back.
we
So what
won't
I-
know until we see it.
Right. So, just from the little bit that I'm looking at, it's because it's kind of like the same as it was in the 90s.
Oh
They didn't
Lord.
really change a whole lot.
So
Like
basically,
stylistically, it looks almost about the same. It's just cleaner.
yeah.
Man, nostalgia
Which I
can
wouldn't
win me
mind at
over.
all, you know?
I mean, it's just that everybody is really short and smooth. Like the characters, everybody.
I mean, aren't they supposed to be short though? Like they're like what? Like
No. Homeboy is like
Sam,
a dwarf, but
they
they're supposed to be
hella
like
short.
kids.
They're hella short. These are literally like kids playing at a playground.
Yeah. So they got them
With
looking
ghost,
like
with
chibis.
ghost weapons.
They got them looking like chibis then.
A little bit.
That's gonna ruin the like seriousness.
that
when
might
they get to the
that
Faust
will ruin
episodes.
it completely.
Like,
if it's
and not even
cheesy.
like in the gone way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still gonna watch it, but like.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
curious.
I'm gonna tune in, but
It's just
because
from the little bit that I just looked at, I'm like.
the Faust episodes when we first meet
Hey.
Faust, those are some
Yeah.
good emotional
Those were
episodes.
dark.
Yeah,
that
so
was dark stuff.
Don't
Uh-huh.
cheapen. Don't please Netflix. I beg.
I don't think they're gonna cheapen out on it. It's just that it looks.
Look, as long as they don't censor it the same way they do Seven Deadly Sins, I think we'll be okay, at least decent.
Yo,
But
they haven't.
like-
Netflix hasn't been advertising that to me lately. Actually,
But let's be real. Shaman King didn't have any like violence like that.
nah.
So it
That
don't even
Faust
matter.
one was as probably
Yeah,
as
it was like the
serious as dark
Faust.
as it got. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
the
is
Faust
very
was
much
the darkest.
Saturday morning cartoon, straight up.
Yeah. So censorship isn't too much of a problem.
I guess we'll have to see until Monday, but
When
there's
does
a
it
lot.
come out?
This
Monday.
don't look that bad.
Oh,
First
it releases
season.
on. Oh,
This coming Monday, yeah.
That's why I
does
said
not
I'll have to
look
see.
that bad.
People complain about anything.
Oh,
dude.
they don't literally. That don't look that bad. I'm gonna watch the shit out of this. I'm gonna watch all of it.
wait. So it you know what? Netflix. The verdict is still out. I'll holler at y'all
It's
later,
so
okay?
like the thing is
Surprised
like
me.
they so from what I can see is that they kept the stylistic integrity and they just made it modern.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think that's
then
great,
We're fine.
actually.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we're
That's
fine.
literally all it is, bro.
Because like
It don't
Japan
look that bad.
Japan had their out first, and Netflix just bought the license for it and just add the dub for it. and
Yeah, it just
everything,
don't
so
look that bad.
Then we're, I think
Suck my big
we're
toe.
then we're okay. Then we should be okay. Let's not.
Yeah, no.
That,
This
let's not.
this
Let's
looks
not.
alright.
Don't bash yourself anymore. Let's just.
By the
keep
way,
as
they fixed
is.
Yo's face. Remember how he used to have that weird long face?
Yes. They all had weird. They had had weird long
damn.
faces.
His face
Yo.
fits his body now.
Damn. I was about to pull out a waifu, but they're too young. I'm like,
Yeah, don't do that, man. Like, don't do that to yourself.
do that.
Don't do it to yourself again.
So Spicy, I was
It was
like,
my
so
crush
I
when
was
I
just
was
I was just looking at
Kendall.
some of the fights, and I
Or
did
eight.
not see any 3D in that fight.
Okay.
I didn't see none. and it was Ren versus Yo, which is a really good one. So,
I mean, they fought against each other like many times though.
oh, multiple times. Yeah, I think this was the first time, which is good. So I'm excited. I'm ready.
Again, Shaman King is my first ever manga. That was my first ever manga when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was at Barnes & Noble. I was like, oh, this looks like some of the cartoons. Because at the time, I thought the anime were cartoons. And I was like, cool, Shaman King bet. Because when Shaman King and One Piece were going on at the same time, I gravitated more to a Shaman King because One
Straight
Piece
up, same.
Yeah.
Yes, like what? I ain't gonna front. When I was a kid, I thought One Piece was whack as hell.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this pirate rap and this weird stretchy man? And I was like, I'm gonna go watch Shaman King.
And then you got
That
a clown
shit
that can break the pieces. I'm like, yeah, I'm
I
cool.
was like,
Shaman King was.
good.
So
yeah,
then I was
Shaman King
watching
was
Shaman
tight.
King a lot.
And then they hold us, and we lost all. We didn't get no more Shaman King. And they're like, y'all, but y'all gonna get this One Piece. I'm like, man,
But then,
come on.
If I remember correctly, it was like
manga.
it was like the same time where like either Fox or Fox Kids were like no longer having their Saturday cartoons no more. Like someone bought them over or something like that, and
So then I switched to Yu-Gi-Oh, and everything was fine.
Oh yeah, we did have Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball were about the same. Dragon Ball Z were about the same time.
Yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh was busted.
I remember
that
Kids
was my
Kids WB also picked up Card Captor Sakura. They also
had
like,
Card Captor Sakura. They picked up Sonic recently as well. They picked up a few hitters like
Teen Titans.
Kids WB was slapping.
Mhm.
Like they was just throwing money everywhere because they had Pokemon, they had everything. So
Yes.
I was like, well, I mean, sure, we didn't get Metabots on there, but it's fine. I had to wake up at like 6 in the morning to watch Metabots on a channel I had never watched before. Because I don't remember what channel it was. They had Metabots, they had Monster Rancher, they had Digimon, and some other shit.
Yep,
and I'm like,
that
I
was-
love this channel.
Yeah, it was like channel
But
5
I don't
for
remember
me,
what channel
like
it was
Fox.
because I never watched it outside. It didn't exist to me outside of Saturday mornings. So,
That was like channel 5 for me, like Fox 5, like news and everything like that. Same channel.
I might have to go back and watch the Digimon. It's about time.
The new 2021.
No, the originals.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch those just because. Although I will say, I've seen some of the new Digi Evolutions, and
I haven't watched in a while. I haven't watched in a
so
while.
far. Like I've seen some of the most recent ones, and I'm like, when did y'all decide to start slapping on these evolutions, bro? Like they look so good.
Well, that's
So I'm
good
like,
to hear.
I might watch them just because of that, because they look very good. Like the evolutions, I'm like, oh, okay, y'all, okay, you know what you're
How
doing.
many episodes in is it right now?
I don't remember. It's like I said, it's been a
Otis,
while.
I remember that whack ass Spider Rider. Goodness gracious! I'd rather watch Cubics.
Oh no, not cubics. Oh no. Oh no.
I need a Cubics count on the show. I feel like I've talked about Cubics at least once every year.
I mean,
that we've done this show.
But Fox had picked up a lot of weird animes back then too. They had Fighting Foodons.
Fighting Foodons, I remember that. Oh, Ultimate Muscle. Yeah, that's
Ultimate
my shit.
Muscle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they literally combined like Western
Yeah,
cartoons
Ultimate Muscle was
and Eastern
legitimately my shit.
cartoons.
I love those.
Yeah, it was really good. I love.
It was fun as hell.
They have F-Zero,
Yeah, F-Zero was good.
Sonic
Not
X,
just that guy from Smash Bros. I
Captain
was like,
Falcon.
what? I was like, that dude got a show? What?
Yes.
Oh, it is. So I was just gonna say Ultimate Muscle. That's my shit.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Fighting
and
Foodons.
So there was like another channel, if I remember, for Saturday. Like Disney had their own stuff too. It was like the same
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't
They
really
had,
watch
like-
none of the Disney stuff though.
I mean, like I did. They had like That's So Raven. They had Kim Possible on there.
I
They
mean,
had.
I
like,
watched Kim Possible. I messed with
Kim
Kim
Possible.
Possible.
and I remember they always did Power Rangers on Saturday cartoons.
Dibs on Shego.
All right,
Thank you.
I'm not gonna fret.
Hey!
Hey, oh no! Ooh, that's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy.
That was my
He
first
is the
ever
waifu
Disney
sniper,
crush,
so-
yo.
That's. I had to. I'm
so
sorry.
mad.
I'm sorry. I had to mention Kim Possible.
She was in green.
Very green.
Nigeria
Mhm.
green. Fine.
That's my Nigerian green now. Yeah.
World brought up Mucha Lucha was also on.
Yeah, Mucha Lucha was funny.
Yeah.
Jetix, I remember Jetix. There you go. That was the channel. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jetix has some fun ass shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love their icon too. That
Yeah,
little
it looks like the current Olympics mascot.
Oh.
It do.
I remember WB also had their own Western cartoon with Jackie Chan Adventures, Shaolin
Jackie
Showdown.
Chan Adventures will forever
was my
be
shit.
one of the GOATs. And if you say otherwise, get out. It was so good.
Otis, yes. I actually remember Winx Club was also Fox.
Yes, Winx Club was busting too. Yeah,
Never seen it.
I used to watch that. Yeah, yo,
Winx?
Winx Club.
Winx Club. Yeah, it was
How
by
you spell that?
Like WINX.
WINX. Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
Netflix literally made their own live action adaptations, and it was like, oh my
Oh,
god,
that
what was that? What was
It
this?
was whitewash.
This wasn't my speed, bro. I didn't watch this.
Oh, it was actually really good.
I did not watch
No
this.
lie, it was really good.
I'm good.
Wait, they
Yeah,
really
no,
made a
The
live
cartoons
action.
was good.
They
made
did.
a live action.
I heard it was terrible.
But here's the thing about the live action. You saw the roster for the cartoon, right? Just now, right? Right?
What?
For the live action,
Oh yeah.
they only casted one black person, and everybody else was white. But
Yeah.
you saw from cartoon, there's
it's
at
getting
least
a
one
second
who's the
season.
Asian, who's Asian fairy. Then you have one who's probably a Latina fairy.
Wait, hold up. Ariana Grande was in this?
No.
She was?
No,
No.
she wasn't.
She was a voice?
This is a
No.
thing,
This was
Wait,
way
in Winx
before.
Club?
No, this is way before Ariana
No.
Grande. Way before
no,
Zoe
Then
101.
why her face up here?
Was
Wait,
Ariana
what?
Grande a voice actor for the cartoon?
Why her voice?
I don't know.
up
That she would have been real young though.
Yeah, she would have to be like a kid.
here?
like
They're-
under
they're
12.
kid voice actors, you know.
Yeah, but this
You know
is
what,
like,
you know what,
you don't need to get kids to play Winx Club. I
I
mean,
mean, they probably did.
I mean, if you were, it's true. Like the dub voicing back then, it was just really, really.
Why
weird.
is Ariana Grande's face here? I don't get it.
I don't know, but yeah. So the Netflix adaptation
Is that for the
trash,
shitty? Is that for the shitty Netflix show?
and then
There ain't no way they got Ariana Grande.
yeah,
What?
the Netflix show. Yeah, I'm surprised it even got confirmed for a season 2 because of the first one. I didn't.
Oh, see, chat's confirmed it. She was a voice.
Yeah,
Damn.
Princess Diaspro or
Yeah, whatever. that is.
I
don't
don't
know.
remember names. I just know
Yo,
that
I
the show
don't
was
know.
lit. The show was lit. I
Hey,
enjoyed
y'all
it.
remember Freakazoid?
Oh, cool.
Yes,
yeah,
I
that's my
do.
shit.
Yeah, bro. Of course, Batman.
Loved Freakazoid, man.
Yeah,
Batman, Superman
Freakazoid,
Adventures.
SWAT Cats.
Mhm.
SWAT Cats is my shit.
The only way I was
Like,
able to
I'm talking-
watch.
I'm talking. If we're talking like best cartoon intros, SWAT Cats has to be top 5, maybe
It's up
even
there.
top 3. Like
Gargoyles
that song,
is top 3 for me.
Gargoyles slaps.
And I mean,
Um,
X-Men the animated series is number 1, right?
X-Men is slapping.
X-Men,
It's-
Batman the animated series. It depends.
It depends.
Batman, I would say, look.
Yeah,
Batman,
Static
the
Shock
animated
was in
series
there. Yeah,
is
Static
number
Shock, yep.
1 because without Batman, the animated series, we don't really get the DC animated universe. If that John doesn't hit like it did,
who the
No,
hell
no,
is Mighty
don't go
Max?
there.
Scuba Steve. Yeah,
I
Mega
don't
Man.
know.
I
18
vaguely
Warrior.
remember Mighty Max.
Yes,
I don't
NT
think-
Mega Man
NT
and
Warrior
T
was
Warrior was
lit.
there.
They did NT
Anti
Warrior
Warrior.
dirty. It went hell longer in Japan than it did. Like so
Yeah.
much longer.
Yeah. I haven't watched Japan versions one either, and I'm wondering if they're gonna do like
Reese,
a
you're right. SWAT Cats is top tier, BB.
Oh,
Steve,
yeah.
old as fuck. Yep, you're right. I love you,
uh,
Steve, but you old, bro. Let's see.
Street
Yeah,
Sharks.
Mucha.
Street Sharks.
I was not a
yes.
Street Sharks kid. Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Dude, Ninja Turtles, Street Sharks. That was my
See,
shit.
I was a
Back
Ninja
to
Turtles
back,
kid.
bro.
Ninja Turtles
Not a
was
Street Sharks
fire.
kid. I was like,
But-
I'm not watching these whack ass sharks. I just watch Ninja Turtles. That's when I go get my bowl of cereal. Turn the channel. Yeah, Batman Beyond. One of
Oh.
the best
Yes.
intro
Oh.
songs.
Great
Didn't-
intro.
Didn't
Amazing
they
intro.
didn't they put that in like at night, like 8 p.m. at night because it was like
Yeah.
too
So they
rated?
changed it. It started out.
This is like
in the morning, and
1999,
then they swapped it to
1998.
evening, along
They
with,
saw that it was way
with the
too
other, like,
mature.
Western cartoons. Yeah.
They saw that it was like way too mature, and they had to put it like at night shift, like at 8 p.m., where like kids are like near going to bed.
So
But it was good. It
Batman
was
Beyond
great.
was so good.
Batman Beyond last aired on December 18th, 2001.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
about right. And then there was like Justice League Unlimited.
Justice League Unlimited Slap 2.
Flames.
Um,
Justice League and Unlimited.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Flames.
So good. Like, how do you have all of that to pull from, and then you still, never mind. I'm not even.
I mean,
That's what hurts. That's what hurts.
That's what
They-
hurt me with this. Like the Snyder Cut was lit. Don't get me wrong, but like seeing what we had, that they could literally be like, yeah, we just do that. It'll be great.
It's poor leadership. You know,
It
it's
really
poor
is.
leadership. They're trying to turn the DC
Ugh.
universe into the MCU, and
they
you
don't
can't do
need
it.
to.
Make your
You
own
don't
thing.
even have to, man. It's just,
You
It's
don't
Especially
make your
since-
own thing.
You
Yep.
just making live action versions of what you already had. Ain't nobody about to be like, oh, that's lazy. We about to be like, yo, that's fucking lit.
right. Thank you.
Because
You
then
know
from
that.
there you can add variations to the live actions that we fuck with. You have all the source material.
I remember which Michael. Sorry, my bad. Let me cut you off.
We love the MCU because they did what they had. They did what they did with very little. We
Mhm.
gave them respect for that because there was a lot of things. Like personally, Civil War is one of the movies I hate the most, but I don't talk about it a lot because they had no choice.
Thank you
Madman.
for
I could never-
thank you for being on my team for that one.
I could
Civil
never-
War is one of my
I could
least
never-
favorite ones. It's
I
just
could
not that it's
never
bad.
see-
It's just
yeah.
that nah.
I could never expect the MCU to adapt Civil War in a way that I would like because they just don't have the full roster. This wasn't possible.
Yeah, they didn't at the time. Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I gave them a pass.
But this is what gives
still,
us hope for Secret Wars and
exactly
all
It's
that
like-
stuff. You know.
So
Yeah,
they've shown us like, yo, we can do a great job with very little, and they've done a great job. Like, yes, I hate Thor 3, but they've still done a great job overall. And now that they got the full roster, I'm more excited. DC, y'all had it from jump. Y'all didn't have to worry about that.
Mm-mm.
And y'all decided to
Listen.
just oversaturate us with Superman and Batman. Like,
I'm going
I
to
mean,
put.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
put the.
that's their
I'm gonna put the
biggest
stopper in the
titles.
tub. There is only one movie in the MCU that's trash, bro. There's only one, and it's Thor: The Dark World. I don't care what.
Yeah,
Like everything
Dark
else
World
is passable.
Is pretty
Dark
shit.
World is legitimately a bad movie. Like,
Oh,
just
easily.
it's legitimately a bad movie.
but I don't talk about
Iron Man
it
3
because
does,
it doesn't
you know,
exist.
does bad shit story wise, but it's still an entertaining movie. Dark World just
So
no.
I'm thinking because I mean, yo, I didn't know it at the time, but going back later to the War of the Realms, I'm like, yo, ain't that old boy that was in Thor 2? And
Yep.
they killed him. I was like,
Yep.
well,
Yep.
Easy, real quick, done, goner.
I was like, well,
Goodness
maybe the
gracious.
multiverse can fix that.
Nope.
It's
Killed
like-
every
it's like-
version of him.
Not every film needs to be interconnected, but have
Yeah.
them take place in the same universe.
Mhm.
Just do that. Make individual movies that all technically take place in the same universe, or you can do like what they're doing right now and have other things take place in other parts of the multiverse.
Yeah.
It's very easy for them, especially since they've always owned every single character. They don't share characters with anyone else. They don't have to make deals with other studios. Well, we can't use Venom right now because Sony's using Venom, but it's still technically kind of connected. They don't have these issues, bro.
Yeah.
Like what?
I remember.
Ugh.
I remember Cyber Chase Spicy. I remember
Yeah,
that. That
I
was
still
my
watch
shit.
Cyber
Cyber
Chase.
Chase, we chase.
Side
But actually, I haven't watched it.
By the
I
way,
haven't
so
watched it in a
somebody
long
in the
time.
chat mentioned it, but there was a Men in Black cartoon.
Someone mentioned Osmosis Jones and Men in Black.
Yes, Men in Black.
A 1, 2, 3.
Y'all remember Max Steel?
Max
Yes.
Steel.
Max
Yes.
Steel was actually kind of lit. I remember
Bro, they tried to make a live action movie. It sucks
that. No, they didn't.
balls.
No, they
Really?
didn't.
It is one of
Really?
the only movies in history that I have
No.
ever walked out of.
What?
Oh my god.
Absolute 2016.
Oh,
made a
my
live-action movie.
God.
Was it ever out in
Dog shit.
theaters?
Yeah, I walked out of the
Oh,
theater.
No.
I don't remember. 5 years
I
ago?
walked out, bro.
Why would they do that?
Because IPs, bro.
Holy shit.
Scuba
Yeah,
said not
love
Max
Max
Steel,
Steel.
right? Mighty Max. Mighty Max.
Shut up
Shut
about
up,
Mighty
Steve.
Max. Nobody cares.
You
The
said
only one
Max.
that remembers and likes it. Nobody cares.
Let me
You
look
went
up
over
this
this
Mighty
already.
Max. If it's whack, I'm finna roast you. Mighty Max.
I remember Big Guy and Rusty. There was also Hot Wheels. I think they did a show
Steve,
with Hot
what the
Wheels
hell
too.
is this Freddy Fish
Okay.
looking shit?
Oh,
What is this?
You brought this on yourself, Steve.
You traveling with He-Man's brother D-Man. What is this? I don't know what's happened.
I don't know
I don't
what's
like
going
this.
on.
I don't. He stole the lizard from the Magic School Bus.
I have
He
seen
kidnapped
this.
the lizard.
It's been centuries, but I have seen this. Oh my god.
I'm giving you an L for this one, bro.
I used to love this show.
Yeah, you getting an L for this one, Steve. You might as well brought up the Monkey Lords.
What the hell?
You remember
did
the
I just
Herculoids?
see?
Oh yeah.
Herculoids. Now see, Herculoids. That's a cartoon right there, boy. That's good. Jeez,
What?
it's old though. That's Steve old.
What is this?
What, the Herculoids?
The Mighty Max. What the
Exactly.
hell is this?
What is
No,
Mighty Max?
again, we don't.
See,
What
you
is
need to
this?
watch a few
Okay.
episodes, bro.
So
No,
Steve
we
probably,
don't care.
Steve probably watched Captain Planet when it was live on air. Yeah, you're right.
Damn. Damn.
Wait, Kiki, you ain't fit to bully me tonight.
Woo! Kiki said,
Yep.
excuse me.
Go to bed.
Woo! Excuse me.
That's like, I mean, that's right around like with Pink Panther and like Johnny Quest and
I did, and I enjoyed Captain Planet.
oof.
Oh, look, you, Steve. But
I mean,
Darkwing Duck was my shit.
Transformers, Cybertron,
Mummy's
or-
alive.
Mummy's
Mummy's alive.
Let's see, Transformers is fantastic. Transformers is literally one of the goat of goats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Transformers.
same thing with Mummy's Alive for me. I think that's one of the best animated series ever.
I remember there was like 31st century
Oh, yeah, Goof
Sherlock
Troop.
Holmes.
Yeah. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
I do remember that.
Sherlock
I-
Holmes
I-
in the 20th.
That show was that show was dope.
Samurai Jack. Yeah, my
Back to
boy.
life. Back to life.
Like, within that same time, that wasn't a Saturday morning cartoons. That was more like every
No, that was a
weekday
weekday
morning
show.
cartoon.
No, you had to be up at like
I-
6
I-
a.m.
I remember
You
like
had to be
super.
up. Them was old people hours. You had to be up to watch
Yeah,
those.
yo, I used to wake up early. I was going to elementary school. Ain't no reason for me to wake up
Yeah.
early. Wait,
Yeah,
school
same.
to
Of
8.
course,
I would wake up
Thundercats,
early
of
for that
course.
shit. Oh, yeah,
The
Thundercats.
OG
Thundercats.
Thundercat
Do
series.
you, okay, do you
So-
guys?
Sonic
Attack-
Adventures was also a
Attack
6 o'clock
of the
one, too.
Killer Tomatoes. That was an early one.
Flames.
Oh, no, I
too.
don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one.
Yes, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was.
It was so
Do-
hilarious, dude.
Do
It
you
was
guys remember?
hilarious.
Do you guys remember Super Duper Sumos?
I do.
As
Carmen Sandiago. Remember Carmen Sandiago too.
Carmen
Mhm.
Sandiego as well.
Flames.
Was it Vampire Tomatoes or Killer?
I mean, I actually liked Wishbone.
Which one was
story-
lit?
The,
If you
the
didn't like
storybook
Wishbone-
Wishbone.
If you didn't
I
like
had
Wishbone,
so
you
many
had
of those
no-
episodes on VHS.
Bro, I used to watch Wishbone constantly.
I mean,
Like,
they tell
it's a
you the
cute-
whole book
it's a
story.
Cute dog and just, bro, perfect.
Yeah,
Kids
but
ain't gonna-
Ray, it's
Okay.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the
But
Killer
yes,
Tomatoes. Yeah. What a weird show, but it was hilarious.
It was though.
It was like people would just get bit by tomatoes.
What the?
they'd be like, the tomatoes are coming.
Why does this look like something from R.L. Stein would make, like Goosebumps or something like that?
What do you want?
Wait, was this made by R.L. Stein? Oh no, okay, written by John Bella. Okay,
Alright.
all right, I've heard.
What
But
you
yeah,
want?
Goosebumps was also lit.
Yeah, Goosebumps was my shit.
Oh, easily.
I also remember-
Are you afraid of the dark?
Slappy?
Tales
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
Crypt.
Dude,
Oh,
Slappy
You think I
is
watched
the
Tales of
reason
the
why I
Crypt,
have
Sam?
issues
No,
with
I took
dolls,
my ass
bro.
to bed with
Yo,
Tales of the
this
Crypt
is-
came on.
JB, the same fucking reason.
It's that,
Slappy,
and then
Slappy
I
the-
saw Dead Silence. I'm like, yeah,
No, it was-
no.
For me,
Nah, bro,
it
I
was
used-
that, and then Child's Play, and then it got worse because of Child's Play, and then the Bride of Chucky was like, why the fuck do I care about this? Then I watched Dead Silence, and it was like, ha, too late, niggas, you can't get me. Slappy the only one. I ain't afraid of dogs no more. So that was me.
Centaurians shit.
Oh yeah, wow.
I remember Centaurians. Oh wow.
Oh, hello, people. Thank you for making it appear.
Scooby Doo's Weird Mystery. Okay.
Got Scrappy Doo right here.
Are you guys Scrappy fans? Because I know there's a lot of people that don't like Scrappy for some reason, and I
Why?
like Scrappy.
I was
Scrappy
okay
was
with
hilarious.
Scrappy. Yeah, I was okay
Scrappy
with
was
Scrappy.
hilarious.
Scrappy was annoying in the live action movie in the cartoon.
Yeah, not live
Yeah,
action,
I
but like
mean-
the cartoon.
Them
Yeah,
turning
that's
him
right,
into
bro.
a villain, James Gunn. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
That was his earlier work.
He
Though.
was a hating ass dog, yo.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, first of all, ain't that your uncle? Like,
Right?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, your uncle famous. I mean,
I
young,
do
right?
remember Super Robot Monkey Team
Hyperforce Go.
Yeah,
That
thought
was
that
my
shit was
shit.
hilarious.
That was my shit.
was great. I remember
with the
that.
colored monkey. Wait, that's
Mhm.
so.
I mean, that's exactly what it is, though.
It
Yeah.
was.
I mean, the
Because I
Power
remember there was a
Power
purple
Ranger
one,
monkeys.
a red one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Power Ranger monkey. Yeah, that joint was lit too. Yeah.
yeah. No, I like that. That was fun.
Shaolin Showdown.
I also
love
remember.
Shaolin Showdown.
I also remember that
I love
WB
them
also
damn
brought it.
artifacts.
They try to bring in Kamen Rider too for.
Which I wish they would have. I wish Kamen Rider had like stuck over here, bro. Because Kamen Rider actually is lit.
Because I think it was to compete with Disney because they picked up Power
They
Rangers
picked up
and,
Power Rangers, yeah.
and like WB needed something
but
to
then
compete with them.
I'm pretty sure that the same like Saban bought that too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
they,
just
no,
kept it
yeah,
in Japan.
they own it both. They own both
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
When I was like, come on, bro. So yeah, we got Power Rangers, and Japan got to keep Kamen Rider, and Kamen Rider is just. I love Power Rangers. Don't get me wrong, but Kamen Rider is better.
Japan still makes Power Rangers. And
Yeah, they still make both.
I
They
love
Kamen Rider
Beetleborgs, man.
Beetleborgs,
Beetleborgs.
was my shit.
Beetleborgs
Especially
was lit.
Metallics.
Yes. Man, yeah, Beetleborgs was also lit.
Oh,
Wayne
wait.
Head. Who said? Of course, Steve said Wayne Head. That's the only oldest man in the room.
All right, F that girl. But Code Lyoko.
Code Lyoko. I remember Code
Yes.
Lyoko.
Code
Them
Lyoko.
big ass foreheads, them kids.
Yeah,
that
that was, it was the
Vash
Vash TV show. Yeah,
It-
bro.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
That joke was Code Lyoko.
Now we're going into Cartoon Network territory right now.
I mean,
Because,
the
like,
whole concept of Code Lyoko was dope.
Code Lyoko was on after school. I
Yeah,
remember.
Yes.
Yeah, that was after school. So like, there was one.
So
show I
was
would run home to watch.
Yu-Gi-Oh GX as well.
I would run home to watch Dragon Ball because they were starting to rerun Dragon Ball about that time. So I run home to watch Dragon Ball. 'Cause Dragon Ball was
Like at
hilarious.
3:30. Yeah.
Like 4. And then
Dragon Ball had some wild moments, man.
Oh man, the original Dragon Ball, holy
It was wild.
there's some stuff they can never do
It-
again.
Yeah.
The regular
it
Dragon
caught
Ball.
me. It made me a fan, and then
I love Dragon Ball.
I'm
It
no
was
longer a
hilarious.
fan.
Goku versus the Red Ribbon Army was
Oh
lit.
yeah, flames.
I love that. But no, then the tournament, like the first one he was actually in, was hilarious. Man, they did some wild stuff.
Like during that same time with Code Lyoko and Cartoon Network, there was also Zatch Bell.
Zatch
There
Bell. I
there
love
was-
Zatch Bell.
There was also Bubble Bo.
No, I don't.
There
Oh,
was
then we
also.
gotta basically hit into Tsunami at that point.
Yeah, that's Toonami territory when it first. This is how
Tsunami was
people were
busted.
first exposed to Naruto. This is how
And Bleach.
the birth of weaves,
Yeah, Bleach.
where they were exposed
And
to
Inuyasha.
Bleach and Naruto
Yes,
and Inuyasha,
all-
Dragon
all
Ball,
of
all of
it.
them.
Anime came from Toonami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Champion gets it. Goku versus Jackie Chan was a great fight, bro. Them early Dragon Ball like World Martial Arts tournaments used to be hit.
Yeah.
Like back before everything was like power ups and energy attacks, they was action fighting.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I loved it. Man,
Tenchi Muyo. I actually
I
remember
love
that.
Tenchi Muyo.
I remember that was at
Tenchi Muyo
night
is
because
my shit, bro.
because it was an ecchi series.
Mhm. It was
and-
it was my first one.
Yeah.
Same.
Mhm. And that's when everything changed.
Yeah, but the fighting's really cool. The power scaling's pretty
Ryoko
cool.
really did it.
I think
I
you had
recall
dibs
dibs
on
on
that.
that.
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah,
recall
I remember. I remember.
You're not
You're
taking my
good.
first official
I
license to
remember.
Sorry, Abe.
I've never seen any of
What
the
happened? Who
movies.
you just
I've only
do?
seen the series.
Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo.
I been had that one though.
Yeah, you've been had that one. Sorry, James,
Wait.
you were saying?
Can I call dibs on Carmen Sandiago?
Okay,
Yeah,
go
if
for
you
it.
can find
Yeah,
her.
go for it.
Look, as long as y'all know that, her fine, elusive self. Wow.
It's like a whole forever chase.
My God. Y'all remember Chalk Zone?
Yes,
Who got
I
the
do.
Vaguely.
Who got the chuck?
I don't remember that because of the
That shit
intro.
was
The intro
lit.
kind of slipped. It slapped
That
way
shit-
harder than
oh.
it should have.
That-
It did.
I remember
It
that. I remember watching that and Danny Phantom about the same time.
Man had could write you anywhere. Chalk enter a whole chalk world, entire universe out there, and he would survive by just drawing stuff he needed to get. It was the most ridiculous, funnest.
But it was fun. It was fun as
It
hell.
was.
I
It
mean,
was dope. It was dope.
I didn't
Oh,
see
Chalk
too many
Zone.
episodes of. I didn't see too many episodes of Chalk Zone.
Kablam! Yes.
Kablam!
Yes,
Kablam.
kablam. Yeah. Man, old Nickelodeon was.
I don't know if you guys remember, but do you guys remember that Bill Cosby used to have like a kids show? It was called Little Bill.
We don't talk about Bill. No.
No.
Yeah.
Don't talk about. You don't talk about that.
Bill, rest in peace. Oh, Bill, you dead.
What was one of your favorite skits from Kablam though?
The
I
one
don't
with the
remember
action
the
figures.
skits. I just know they made
Yeah.
The action figures, the one that melted all the time. That was his power.
the red and the
Action
blue one.
League.
Yes, Action League now.
Oh,
That was
That was
like shit.
those used to make me laugh so hard because they were just stupid. I loved it. God.
I remember Rocket League, but I don't remember the skateboarding one.
Rocket Power.
Rocket
Rocket
Power.
Power,
Sorry,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Rocket Power.
this man. All right, now we're going to Nickelodeon.
I got. Oh no, that's what's happening right now. The PG flu. It was a
Wait.
pandemic before it was a pandemic.
Oh, they did it first.
I got the PG flu.
They did it first.
Yeah, cousin Skeeter. Oh my
Cousin
God.
Skeeter.
Oh Lord.
Prometheus and Bob. Why do I? That sounds familiar.
Prometheus and Bob. That was
That
also
sounds
another
familiar.
skit. That was another skit
Oh,
from
okay.
Kablam, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Where you going?
That was really funny too.
Where you going?
Wasn't Drake and Josh around that time too now?
Oh boy.
We don't talk about that one,
We
too.
only
We
talk
don't-
about
Yeah.
which one do we like now? I don't remember.
It was-
We only like Josh now, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't like
Drake.
Drake. No, we don't like Drake Bell. No,
No, we like Josh.
we like
We
Josh
like
better.
It was the
No,
Josh
Drake
show.
is dead. Drake
Josh
is dead.
was funny,
Yeah.
but
that's-
he couldn't carry it by himself, so we don't talk about it.
Yeah, Drake is dead does. But yeah, all that was lit too.
all that.
Oh,
Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers was
Oh, I remember
hilarious.
Angry Beavers.
I it wasn't
Oh,
until
man.
like I became an adult that I realized how dirty that show was.
I mean, like,
Yeah, all
Subway-
that was my shit, bro, man.
Angry Beavers was dirty as hell. I was like, oh man, it's in the name. I should have known.
I mean, the old cartoons were got away with a lot of dirty jokes though. Stimpy or something? Like what? Something Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy, bro.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That was
of
made
shit in
for
there, yeah.
adults.
Like the
Yeah,
creators.
it's
the
way too
creators,
PC now for that shit.
Like they
Uh-huh.
got very high and they were like everything to write this show and
Zoe
everything like that.
101. I think I was out of Disney Channel. Stuff,
I never
Yeah.
watched
I
Zoe.
never- I never
101.
got
I was out
Zoe
by the time
101
Zoe was a big
still
thing.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
That was still Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's still Nickelodeon.
I still like. By the time that hit, I was done with that stuff.
What they did after
I
Zoe
did
101
watch,
was iCarly.
Ned's Declassified though.
See, I never saw that either. Like I missed that.
I
whole
did
show.
actually like.
I
that
never
show.
watched that.
I missed all of that stuff. Like
I watched iCarly and
iCarly
missed
was
that
funny.
too.
Really funny.
The Fairly Odd Parents. I actually like the older
Ooh,
version.
I like
was-
Fairly Odd. There was a new one. What?
No,
Yeah,
like
they
after a
redid it,
certain
they redid it.
season, it just didn't work
Oh.
anymore.
Yeah,
They just
I remember
rebooted
it.
yeah.
Same
like
with
that.
SpongeBob. Same with SpongeBob too.
And so this is wild. Like
Never watched
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I
Not really
kind of like. I
anyway.
watched sometimes, but it wasn't something I was like trying to watch.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when
Same.
it was on, it was on. And
I've
so,
seen maybe 5 to 6 full.
I know people
episodes.
who can quote every damn line from that show, and I'm
I
like,
mean,
come on,
yeah,
man.
that's their nostalgia cartoon though. Like
Hey,
it,
that's
it,
fine.
it's like 24/7 rerun of SpongeBob. Like you just can't. You're gonna see it, regardless.
I'd rather go watch all of you be old you.
I don't mind.
You know?
That's fine too.
I
That's
actually
fine with
did
me too.
start reading. I did start reading the manga from the original, like
My
the
boy.
original manga,
Yes.
which is like when it's like, yo,
I need to start.
this was
So those-
gambling.
Those
This- oh
were
my God.
among the first like paperback manga I had as a kid. Was the original.
Mhm.
God, it was so good. Like people,
Hey, you see my show and jump.
I mean,
You
it's
see
just
my
like-
show and jump collection.
Yeah,
These had the
like-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I had old Yu-Gi-Oh to all of them, bro. Like I don't think people really realize how good Yu-Gi-Oh was.
Yeah.
Like it was so good. Like it was
It was
really
so
well
dark
done.
too. It was a
Yeah,
lot
it was-
darker than you.
Bro, they was literally sending people to hell. You lose a
Yo.
game, go to hell. Literally.
Yo,
You
Battle
being an
City,
asshole? All right, let's play a hell game right here, right
Marek?
now.
Uh-huh.
MemoryNK, yo, they was
Yeah.
busting with those drones.
Eric
Like,
was
legit, like you said, send the niggas to the shadow realm, bro.
easy every single time. He was like, "Oh, I don't like you, Shadow Realm."
And I'm just like, oh
Like, what?
god.
Oh no, there's big
And you
bullies
know-
picking on me. Shadow
You
Realm.
know when
One
we
of my
played Yu-Gi-Oh!
favorite-
2?
one of
we
my
about to
favorite
end them,
memes.
We're like,
Oh,
send you to the
one of my
shadow realm.
favorite memes is when because it was from the episode where Pharaoh was Weevil was pissing him off. He's like, you know what? Hey, you and everything you stand for, Weevil. And he wrecked Weevil. It was.
Ain't that
so good.
when he brought out the Egyptian god card?
Yes, because he was like he remembered that
That was
Weevil
when
threw.
Slicer debuted.
He threw Exodia off the boat. He's like, all right, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna show you something. That boy's life. I don't think we ever saw him again after that.
No, we didn't.
I think remember last time I saw him, my man like played some card where, all right, if I draw a normal monster card, I'm gonna use this guy to cut the living shit out of you every single time. Monster card slash monster card.
Yeah, he destroyed that boy.
I mean, can you blame him though? Can you blame him?
I wanted Weaver to get whooped like that the whole show. I was hoping Joey did it, but you know, it's fine that Pharaoh did it.
I mean, Joey had Rex, so
I
it's all
hate
good.
I hate that Joey has such fire cards, but drew like trash. Joey's luck was always so bad.
But
Up
like you
until he
always,
got Jinzo.
but then
Yeah,
you
he
had
needed
and
Jinzo.
you had the whole Kaiba insult straight at him. He always
I
hit
mean,
Joey
I
the
love-
hardest. He hit Joey the hardest insults, called him the
Joey was
fourth-rate
such-
dudes with a
yeah,
third-rate
Joey was
deck.
Such an easy
I
target,
love
too.
Kaiba. Kaiba was hilarious, bro. Kaiba was roasting everybody. I don't think
Literally
Kaiba.
everybody.
I don't think Kaiba. Like, I think Kaiba literally roasted everybody.
Even
Hilarious.
Mokubo.
Yeah,
He loved
Yeah.
Mokubo.
he loved him. Yeah.
I sacrificed a
and
god.
he was so petty. So
It
petty.
was
Oh,
very
he was
dedicated his
the
whole life.
most petty.
to just try to win
like-
against. Oh my
I'm like,
god!
excuse me, how you gonna be rich and that petty? Come on, bro.
Like let
'Cause
it
he's
go,
rich.
bro.
It's 'cause he's
You
rich.
can't beat him. Let it go. He's like, no.
Hey, he worked
Nah.
that wealth.
I'll travel
was
back
like-
to the past.
Did he
I'll travel
work
to the
it well?
future.
He technically he made his father go crazy and
I mean,
He killed
he
himself,
also
bro.
bought the most powerful cards in the world just to have the best deck. He was like, why would I be good at this when I can just buy the best
Until
one?
the Egyptian god,
Oh my
and then
God.
he knew he had to.
I mean,
improve his
even way
deck.
before the Egyptian god, he was trying to buy out Yugi's grandpa's blue eyes white
Which
dragon.
was hilarious. I was like,
Yeah,
you want this
because
that
I mean,
bad,
when you
bro?
had all three, man, you know how if niggas knew they
Back
had all
when,
three in
yes,
the deck back in the
when
day.
you had all three,
Oh,
which
yes.
was actually, I remember when it was hard to have all three.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you knew a nigga had all three in the deck, it's like, you know, I'm not playing you, bro. No.
Like
Mhm.
literally
'Cause someone
right
who had
now.
all three in the deck, that's when you know you didn't really play by, you know, if you grew up in the hood like I did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
on the
Yep,
street.
yep.
So you didn't play with the official rules. So dogs had like 7 blue eyes in their deck. Just as soon as you
Nah.
knew they had 2, it's just like, bro, like no one's
7,
regulating
bro?
this joint. Yeah.
Like now, if you
I
were
was
to
dude, the kid who had his entire deck was 90% Exodia cards.
what
But
the
he was
fuck?
so lucky he kept drawing the same one. I whooped his ass because he couldn't draw all 5 consecutive.
Yeah, that's the problem, man.
So it's
but-
just like, yo, I mean, we play by the streets. It's whatever y'all play is laws, you know. It is
Now
what
at
it
this
is.
current time, if you like got that blue eyes from like the first ever Yu-Gi-Oh card pack, it's like thousands of dollars now for that blue eyes
Yeah,
white
I mean,
dragon.
that joint was- But that
It's-
red eyes black dragon joint was my favorite though because the color, the black and red is just a
Yeah,
sexy
sick.
ass color scheme.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing for a dinosaur guy with his deck, and he has one dragon card. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
bro, that ain't a
They made him like-
dinosaur.
And they made him like a low-key, like, he wasn't a zombie, but he was like a demonic looking joint. It's like, yeah, I see what y'all did.
But yeah,
But
it
then
was
the
that.
fusion with Summon Skull. Ooh, that.
The ti-
ooh.
Yo,
No, the Summon Skull and Time Lord had a dope fusion, but Summon Skull and Red Eyes Black Dragon also had a fire fusion too.
dude, Joey and that time wizard is too. His luck is way too
Yeah.
broken.
That was during the cemetery battle. when they got to
He screwed up that one. He fucked up that one.
Yeah, he ended up not, but it actually came back and helped him in the end. But it was just like, bro.
No, what helped him was the shield and sword card or whatnot.
Oh, lightning swords.
No, shield and sword magic. It was like you switch your attack to defense, and because every zombie is just like has no defense.
Yeah.
It just literally pulled out the weakest card who had a good defense, and then you just switched to everything just so that he had to higher attack and just basically just won because of that.
Because what it ended up doing, he messed up on the time where it aged his
it's just his time wizard.
Dragon. No, it aged that dragon. I forgot what they called that dragon.
The
baby dragon? No, the baby dragon.
Baby dragon, yeah.
The time, because he lost on a spin, it aged the baby dragon into an old ass dragon.
A thousand dragon or something like that.
Yeah, but because Bones had the zombie deck, he could bring it back as his zombie. So then when he did play Shield and Sword, it just meant more monsters that would lead to more damage. That's how it ended up working out. But yeah, 1,000-year dragon is when it looked like, oh, there was like
that was like
because Yugi had just given him that Time Lord, that Time Wizard. He had just given him that Time Wizard. He did.
Yeah. On the
was
boat.
The first time using it, yeah.
And then Yugi was the one that figured it out. Oh wait, you have this card in your deck. You can still win. And I was like, oh, wait, what card are you talking about? That heart of the card luck. And I'm like, what the fuck? That is some cheating shit.
One of my favorite cards is Magician of Black Chaos.
Oh, that was dope.
It's one of my favorite cards.
So I had to go dig for this because I'm moving my stuff still. But,
you about to show some.
Oh, hello.
You got the Egyptian God deck. Nice.
So I got Obelisk and Slifer, and I'm looking for the Winged Dragon of Ra.
They don't have that yet, right?
I ain't been able to find it. So
I don't think they have it yet. I don't think they have that yet.
I'm looking for it. It's the last piece of the puzzle.
Obelisk and Slifer. Which one was your favorite Egyptian gods? Low key was Obelisk for me, yeah.
Because if he used Obelisk, right, you couldn't beat Obelisk, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Slifer had a fucking cheat code.
Yes.
No, Ra had the biggest cheat code, but
that's a big. Ra was even more biggest cheat code. You got the Egyptian God card, cool. But you know you can't hatch it unless you can read the description from the card. Like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, oh, I'll read it for you, but it would be my side. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, come on, bro.
The Winged Dragon of Ra was really broken. That made it very difficult. But you had to. Certain things had to fall in place.
Yeah. I feel like he pulled everything out of his ass. Everything, single descriptions and everything. Oh, I'm gonna put all my life points to 1. Like, leave my 1 life point left. So all that life point attack points goes into the Winged Dragon of Ra, and let him go hand and whatever.
And it was just like, yo, what the hell? Yo, this Winged Dragon of Ra is broken.
And then he could do the opposite effect. Like, what the fuck? So you don't lose anything.
Yeah, I don't think they have a Winged Dragon of Ra deck out yet.
Yeah, there is no Winged Dragon of Ra deck.
What the fuck? That's maybe because that card's busted, and that's why. I'm looking right now.
Proud
they literally
of Obelisk too.
They literally only have Obelisk and Slifer, and I have both of them.
Kaiba was so proud of when he got Obelisk.
He was. He thought he was hot shit.
Yeah.
You have the power of the god.
And then he met the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Mm-hmm. He was like, this is bullshit.
No, remember, he sacrificed his own god card just for the blue eyes. It's like, I sacrificed God. Just for the blue eyes.
Like, I'm going back to old faithful. But then that's when he busted. Isn't that when he busted out the ultimate dragon?
No. He won with blue eyes because, like, what's her face set a bomb onto the god card and whatnot. If he attacked, he would have lost automatically.
Oh, yeah,
but like,
right.
But he saw the future. Like, wait, I shouldn't attack with my god. I'll just destroy it.
What do you mean somehow? It was the heart of the card, Sam. Heart of the cards.
That's a broken shit.
I love the heart of the cards. I use it all the time. Although I need to stop buying these. I have so many. I have so many. Gotta stop.
Is that
the open half of?
That's the Pokemon cards, or is that?
No, these are Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh wait, what the?
Yes, I know. This is the King's Court.
Wait, so what happened to your Digimon cards?
They over there.
Oh.
Same with the Pokemon cards. They over there.
Oh my God, Ray, you were me in my college days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Ray.
And I got another box coming this month.
Oh Lord, Ray.
I know.
Oh no,
We have to do one
no.
big stream and get rid of all of it. Because it's a lot.
I can't take them anymore. I'm sorry, I can't. I have nowhere to. I have no more room to add more cards into.
No more room.
Like I can't. It was a bad addiction, bad time to go back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and it was way too expensive.
Well, just when I thought I was out, you pulled me right back in.
Don't tell me
Pokemon
that.
Celebrations is coming, bro.
Don't tell me that. You're gonna rile up my addiction.
Don't worry about it.
Hey,
It's
we
fine.
all about supporting certain addictions here.
Yeah, we
All
support our vices. LOL, smile. Because I know James is still wanting to buy Cyberpunk.
Oh
Yeah.
Are you?
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna get it on PC soon.
okay, good. I mean, so from what I've been hearing, and I know I'm getting real off track now. They're gonna do like a soft relaunch towards the end of this year. So they're gonna add DLC to it at the same time. And I'm like, okay, all right, I hope so, because there were still parts of that were very busted.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, I've waited this long. It's like, I'll get to it eventually.
I mean, why not? Yeah, I feel you on that. Why not wait just a little bit longer? It's okay.
Yeah. I think I'll wait till I get paid and I'll just get it because I am itching to play a new game. But I just started Ghost of Tsushima New Game Plus, which is amazing in New Game Plus, by the way.
We need to play Legends mode together.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to do that, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's make that happen.
We need to make that happen. I think
Yeah.
we all have PlayStations, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then we could all play that. We could all play that together.
I just
Yeah.
don't. I don't know about buying Ghost of Tsushima. Should I?
I heard it's really good
Dude,
though.
it's one of my favorite games
Abe,
ever.
It's game of the year.
Hey, it is one of the best games in the past 10 years.
Okay,
I'm
stop
not
yelling
kidding.
at me, damn! Stop yelling at me, okay?
I'm not yelling, okay?
No, I
I'm
need you to do
passionate.
better, bro.
Oh my god! Of course, Batman would say this. You know. All right.
No,
Oh,
try harder.
yeah. Well,
Goodness gracious.
you see, Superman was kind. Thank you.
Sometimes.
And you understand. Ray was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not yelling." But then Batman was like, "Yes, I am. Yes." You need to do better.
Jesus. But I'm like, see, now I'm like, I want to watch Shaman King now. I'm upset.
Right. We're bringing up so many nostalgia stuff.
I know there's a lot. We watched a lot of stuff going on, bro.
I
a
mean,
lot
like
of good stuff.
that's you gotta admit this was like our birth of being a weeb,
It's
otaku. This is
It's
how
true.
this is how it all started. But during that time, we couldn't say it out into like our friends or anything, or else it's just gonna like make us seem kind of
Yeah,
weird.
because
But
it
now,
was lame.
now it's
I
the
never
general
cared, though.
popularity and norm and that stuff. Now it's like, hey, come on, we got this first. We know what it is back then. We're not gonna complain. We're not gonna say like, yo, we were here first and all that stuff. Like, nah, we're welcome. We welcome new people to come in, enjoy anime, read some manga, cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a general norm now.
Just don't jump on Twitter talking out the side of your neck that Demon Slayer is the best anime ever, okay?
Stop.
Please don't. No.
You're new here.
Just because
Watch some other anime.
just because a huge bandwagon says it is does not mean it's true for you yourself.
I mean,
Let's
it could be
get
the
that
best
straight.
anime you've ever watched. That's fine. Phrasing is important.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe that. I just sat there and laughed.
But speaking of nostalgia, yes, we have our Bleach one-shot manga on Monday to celebrate the 25th anniversary.
Bro,
I'm psyched. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
I never thought that we would get any other Bleach like actually in Shonen Jump ever again.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Really?
like, I feel like we still would have had Bleach somehow, some way.
Listen, so like
It's a popular IP. There's no way they wouldn't cash in, you know?
Especially when last year they were trying to
So I'm
say
like,
they're
what
coming
does
back in
this
their
mean,
anime.
So I'm like, yeah,
Like-
what does this mean? Is he gonna try and like redo some of the story in Shonen Jump and then let
I
the
feel
anime
like-
do his thing?
I feel like it's him and it's a family man kind of thing. Remember, he has
I mean,
a son.
he looks like his dad. Look at the picture behind Abe. He looks like his dad.
Yeah, like he has. Yeah, we seen his son. We seen who the mom is, even though it was weird that it's Orihime. Even though there was like a, it didn't really match.
Look, Bleach was one of my favorite anime. Period. I know a lot of people shit on the bounce and that arc, and yeah, it didn't fit, but it was actually filler that I kind of enjoyed. Like
But
it was clearly filler.
Yeah, but we knew like what what happened to Kubo in Bleach series because it was rushed because Shueisha was like, all right, you got this much time left, you have to end this right away. It's getting canceled right now. It's not making sales, so onto it, rush to it, and like.
I mean, let's be real. Ichigo being half everything kind of made sense because they were scientists and they were creepy. Let's be real. Like there was a bunch of creepy science bullshit that was happening with the villains in Bleach, and so he was like, "No, I'm gonna take some of you and put some of you in there and some of you." And I'm like, "That's nasty. How you doing this?"
And then somehow that lucky scientist was, hey, he works everything. Technically, kind of. All of this works. I was like,
Technically.
I mean, I guess it makes sense why he's so OP.
But I was like, I was about it. My favorite arc is still the Espada arc. The Espada arc was.
Yeah, that was the best arc because we can't say that last arc was great because it rushed too well. I feel like
they
if he had his
Russian
own
too.
time,
Yeah.
at his own
Okiura,
pace.
Stark,
That fight.
Grimjaw.
The Grimjaw fight. I'm telling you, bro.
Was it Ninola, the one with the?
Oh, the scythe.
Yeah, the scythe.
I don't remember.
Even his
Yeah, that he was so petty. Man
And
was
then-
so
and then
petty.
Little Nene,
Nell?
whatever.
Nell.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like a Espada
Dibs on
arc just
Nell?
was.
On
And then
Adult
you had
Nel?
and then you had
Dibs on
every of
Adult
the
Nel?
captains and vice
Clarifying.
captains.
So I get dibs on Adult now.
Thank you for clarifying, because I was about to.
Do I? She hasn't
Is this
been.
the police?
Oh God!
No.
Hello, Abraham. Nice to meet you. man.
Espada, one of the best
Do you-
moves to anime manga.
Do you know why you
Okay,
were here?
I'm gonna say something mad reckless. The Espada could absolutely slap the Akatsuki. I love the Akatsuki, but the Espada would slap him.
You think so?
Yeah, bro.
So how Kubo did it, he kept them every single one of them hidden
They
of their
have-
every special
yeah,
abilities,
they have
and they're like their
Bankais
beast, they're like their own
themselves.
beast
Like,
form kind of
What
thing
was
like
it
that.
called?
What I'm
What
saying.
was the Espada one called? It wasn't called a Bankai, but it was similar. It was like their revelation. No, it was the Spanish word.
It was
The
Spanish.
resurrection. The resurrection.
Was it?
Yeah, the resurrection form.
But no. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like,
when they went into that joint,
I think that
all of the
if
Espadas
the
have
Espada
inspired
showed up with
ability.
everything that they had, and the Akatsuki showed up with
Like-
everything they had, including pain, they would get washed.
Which Akatski was going to stop Baragon's death?
None of them.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
true,
take that
guess.
back. Pain does have something for that. He's got that death's door, which I think would
But
have
then
helped.
all Espada had a Cero, a whole giant ass
the
laser
Sarah
beam
was the
shot.
bird, but they had a resurrection form. Which
I was just- I
basically
was
their
thinking that,
equivalent of their Bankai form.
Olaquaria could. solo half of
Ukiura?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ukiura, yeah. Oh, Ukiura would. Especially when we saw his resurrection form. Oh, that boy was nasty. And technically, he did beat Ichigo. It was just plot armor that kept.
Yeah. It was definitely
It's the main-
plot
it's your main
armor for
character.
sure.
He fucked up Ichigo.
I mean,
he won that fight.
Ichigo technically lost. So.
Yeah. Ukiura won that fight.
Yeah,
And
Pain would be the only
Ukiura
one that
wasn't
stayed
even
a
the
chance at
number
best.
one
Agreed.
Espada either. He was like number 4.
He was number 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man, I love this Espada. The Espada was, I thought that they were really well done. Like, he took his time with them, and I was just like, every time I was like, oh, so he's just about to hold all of the captains. Okay. And then the captains the captains had to be crafty. Not all of them just had a power up where they could just whoop on the Espada. They had to like actually do different stuff to win, which was, I thought was real nice. I like that. It's like, okay, yeah, no, you can't just power up to people because they're stronger than you by a lot.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the fans think. Vash is gonna make a poll on Twitter right now, the Espada versus the Akatsuki. So I'd love to see what people think.
I mean,
Didn't
You know
the
what?
Espada
Out of all the
Espada had like
debates
12
the big
12
three,
people with them, didn't they?
I'm surprised that they didn't do this.
wait,
That
what?
no one has debated the Espada versus Akatsuki. Like, I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
I've
Okay,
never heard anyone
so-
talk about that before.
The thing about that
You're
was
welcome, internet.
it wasn't until a little bit much later where we see more Akatsuki members
Okay, yeah, that's
and their
fair,
fighting
that's fair.
abilities because that was during Shippuden.
I mean,
Yeah,
and it also
yeah,
might be
that's
because the Espada are just like OP as hell. In all things considered, thinking about all of what they can do versus what all of the Akatsuki can do, I'm like,
yo, they was whooping. Soifon lost an arm. She lost her whole arm. Like them niggas they did not win that fight without some casualties. Even the lieutenants.
So, and funny enough, I think even with pain, there are more of the Akatsuki than there are the Espada.
Oh yeah. In terms of pure numbers, the Akatsuki has more members.
Yeah, but I think
Wait, really? I thought Espadas had more numbers because
so they have lower like generals, but like those will count. Like if we're talking about just the base group, I feel like the top five by themselves, I think could beat the Akatsuki. I really think so. I really think so because it's Stark, Bargon, Albel, Ulukoria. Let's see, yeah. Oh boy!
Oh, don't forget Yami. Yami was
Victoria.
0.
Yeah, he was 0. Dang, never mind. Yeah.
And it took Byakuya and Kenpachi to take him down barely.
So no, I feel like man, the Espada were nuts. Like if you just looking back at those characters and their designs,
didn't they have like one weird kid that no matter what you did to him, he turned into like a giant Espada monster kind of thing or something like that? It was like a trap.
I think that was just like I think that was one of like the like subordinates. Because they all had subordinates.
Yeah. Yeah. They had their versions of lieutenants. Yeah. And again, the 13 Corps Squad lieutenants were struggling. Rangiku was struggling against Harry Bell's lieutenants. Mind you, it was a 3-on-1.
Yeah. It was like,
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Everybody in Hitsugaya's squad was garbage, bro.
That's kind of true. I'm not gonna lie.
Hitsugaya looked cool as hell, but always got watched.
He did look dope as fuck. Though.
His stuff looked so cool. I'm sure like Kumo was like, yeah, this looks real good, but you ain't shit.
Just wasted him. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, why did you make him so dope if you hate him this much?
Right? And I think he did it just to hurt us. I really think so. I think
this guy was supposed to be my favorite, but it was Kenpachi, of course.
I think Captain Shunshi was like the most chillest captain ever. The guy with the pink robe.
Who ended up becoming...
He was like, do we really have to fight to the death, man?
Yeah.
Can we just like spar together?
And that fight with Stark was so dope. The dialogue was so clean.
I just thought it was nasty with how his eye patch looked underneath. I didn't like that.
Oh,
I'm like, why it look like that, bro?
They did him dirty though. They did him really dirty though.
It was nasty.
Cause like didn't the Quincy's steal their not Zanpakuto, but they steal their.
They came and stole their bankais. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
listen. So I think Kubo was mad at all of us because he was like, you know what, man, fuck all y'all. And so he made this group of Quincy come in and literally destroy every single group captain. He came in and he was like, no, I'm watching all of them.
What's even more crazy we weren't there just to like beat them up. No, we were just here to steal your bankai and then we out. We're done. We don't need to continue no more.
You know how we say Ichigo's power armor? It wasn't even Ichigo that was needed. They had to throw internal.
They literally needed the gods to help them because they was that strong. I'm like, y'all talk about Ichigo broken. Did you not see what they just did to the entire Goetti 13?
The miracle one?
Yes.
Versus Kenpachi?
Man. So I'm like, Bleach was just an overpowered series. Which is why I get annoyed when people are like, Naruto can beat Ichigo. And I'm like, why do you...
They did Captain... No lie, they did Captain Yamamoto dirty. And
he did. I'm telling you, Kubo
they did him
he was mad
so dirty.
He was mad at the fans, bro.
Like we had no idea how strong this old man was. He is so brolic. We just thought he had fire abilities in his hand. No, my man can bring back the death. My man brought back the dead.
He didn't just have armies. He had wars stored in
and it's not just any regular wars. It's like if he killed with vice captains or whatever that you care about, they're coming back to life and they're coming back for you.
Think about it. It was an overpowered Sung Jin Woo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Jinwoo. Yeah, exactly.
It was like the top stage Sun
The
Jinwoo.
first time he revealed his Bankai in 1,000 years.
Because he didn't have to. Everybody else
He didn't have to.
And y'all do him like that? I was
exactly.
Oh no, he was just fighting a clone of me that didn't only have a fraction of him. Like that was so bull. That was so bull.
Kubo did us dirty on that one.
That was so bull.
He did us real dirty. I'm like, why? What did I do to you? What did I do to deserve this?
No, so Shueisha did this to me, so I'm gonna do this to you guys, my friends. Like, why?
I guess so. I'm just like, bro, my feelings. Do you not know that I have those?
No.
Right? So maybe that's what he's fixing with this one shot. I haven't read anything about what it's actually going to be in it because I actually just don't go into it.
I have no idea. All I see was just the cover page of that one shot and it looked great.
So, I mean, I will say as a caution to all of y'all that's watching slash listening, be careful because I'm sure spoilers will be out in like the next day.
It probably is out. I see for Neverworld posting that.
Oh, Jesus.
So exactly.
There's spoilers out for Black Clover and My Hero, so if you're trying to avoid them. James, I know you're already looking for them.
I actually haven't.
Oh, good. But now I might.
So would you okay, I want to ask you guys, would you say Aizen's the most broken villain? It seems like he was like the whole like I had this plan all along.
I would say that Aizen was very. I think it was nice to see towards the end. It's like, oh yeah, I can understand. Like that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense a little bit. But it's like, okay, you're doing too much now. Relax. Why didn't you just end it there, bro? Because he was like, I'm like, were you bored?
Yo,
he was like, nah, I wanted to be God, and I'm like, oh, like literally, just like God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlimited, ultimate power, unlimited. Mm-hmm. Yep, and just keep it coming. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like the one and only.
But still, the most dirtiest thing he's ever did. Literally put everybody into hypnosis and have them all attack to this one vice captain girl. Like, brah, come on, that was so dirty. That was the most hurtful shit that any villain that's ever done in history.
That was all bad. Can't believe you've done this. But hey, I'm just hoping that this turns out good, and maybe that it does give us some.
I feel like we're gonna get
for the actual anime.
I feel like we'll finally have answer of what's gonna happen to the anime because it was supposed to be announced this summer, but I mean,
with COVID.
Yeah. And Burn the Witch season 2 was supposed to be this year too.
And it came out, and it was
okay.
It was kind of well received, but not really. It's very. I thought I enjoyed it. It was very cool, but it's just a lot of people are like, which I get, I guess.
I mean, I mean, like if you think about it, it's been years since we had Bleach content, and then you have something that's years, yeah, and then you had something that has to do with the same universe world, but in a different country. Yeah. That's something. That's still pretty good.
Worst thing I really did was Steve. No.
No.
Shame
Steve.
on you.
That is a very.
Shame on you.
Oh yeah, Black Clover 302 is gonna be fucking sick.
Damn it, James! You looked hurt.
Yes, I couldn't help myself.
No wait, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
All right, so by the way, the poll does up that Vash did. Good job, Vash from the bench. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
You're a week late, but yeah, so I mean it's okay.
The Akatsuki is up, and I'm like, how? How, Sway?
Because they're in Naruto.
Abe,
you already know how.
You muted. Unmute yourself, Abe.
My fault. It's because I mean I'm wearing the bonnet. You know, people see this and they're just like, oh my god.
Listen, I love the drip that the Akatsuki had, but I can understand they're gonna get washed.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. The Espada also had drip too. It's just
that's true. We just never got
this is more notable. There's something about that black and red color combo that just makes things look much harder than they are. Yeah, right. So I don't think people are really voting because they're like, actually, when you think about it, I think they just don't like, yo, that nigga look drip.
Didn't they have the whole Undead King or something like that? That was supposed to be number one.
Yeah, Bargon was wild.
Former king of Hueco Mundo. Yeah,
and like he literally could touch you.
He took Soyfon's arm.
He literally touch you like Shigaraki style. He was dead
until Aizen just steps into all their office, be like, "Nah, I'm your king now."
Yo, and even then, they only beat Baragon because Aizen was like, y'all, I don't need y'all no more.
He's like, hey, I need y'all to chill.
Aizen was like, hey, everything I've been waiting on is worked. Y'all fodder. Deuces. Baragon's like, wait! Literally. If Aizen doesn't be like, yo, y'all niggas is, alright, Tosin.
Because the thing about Aizen was that he's still constantly still getting stronger and stronger every second and every minute.
Every battle, he got stronger. Every time anybody else fought, he got stronger. It's wild.
And even when you think you're fighting him, nope, you're in a hypnosis of him fighting some kind of illusion and whatnot. And like, but yeah, I got stronger.
Itachi wanted to be. And it's what everybody wanted Itachi to be honest.
So I want to ask: would Madara still be part of the Akatsuki or no? If he's not, then definitely wash.
No, because he wasn't a part of it. He wasn't a part of it.
Okay, so yeah, because only contribute.
Orochimaru was.
Yeah.
Orochimaru was.
Orochimaru back in there, and it's like, all right.
And Kakashi's boy, what's his name?
Obito.
Yeah, Obito. Yeah. I still don't think that makes a difference, to be honest.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the thing that Orochimaru would do is use the reanimation jutsu, and
but then we got a fighter on our hands.
Hashirama. We have
and then maybe he does bring back Madara. At that point, maybe. Which then, like I'm saying, we got a fight on our hands, then, baby. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So throwing the Orochimaru does because that reanimation jutsu is going to be a game changer for sure. That could probably tip the balance.
Because like
now,
you
know that people on Twitter weren't thinking of that.
Because I could definitely.
I'll accept.
I'll leave it at that.
Don't get me wrong. Obito can take on one or two of the other captains, and I definitely can see Pain also taking on a couple of captains too.
But
for sure.
Pain is what keeps this fight from ending instantly. To be honest.
Yeah.
But Orochimaru is what makes this fight kind of swing in favor of Akatsuki. Because if he's able to bring back all the Hokages previous, because depends on what time of this fight is this going to be even after Sarutobi's out? Because if he can bring him back too, you're going to have so many.
So
you're right.
If I'm not mistaken, the Espadas, they're mostly like they let you do your ultimate power. Or they let you have your way first before they do anything because they show a proof of strength.
Yeah,
because they show a proof of strength.
How very Goku of them,
and that's their downfall. The only person that's all serious
was just dirty, bro. The Quincy's was just
the only person that's always serious at all time.
Yep.
The only serious at all time was Ukiura, and he was just he didn't want to play no games. He didn't want to take no risk. He didn't want to do anything
because that man hated everything.
Exactly.
He hated everything.
Hate gives a lot of power and strength. You gotta see that.
Oh my god. It was like, all right, I'm only here because I hate all of you, so I'm gonna end this as fast as I can.
He could have been like a higher ranking leader, right? He just chose not to.
I think that's what the case was.
For who? Stark?
No, Udakora.
Udakora.
Because remember, they thought he was number one.
Yeah,
they thought he was number one for a long time.
Yeah, for him, it didn't matter because he was just like, yo, I don't care about all that. I'm in this for myself.
He's like,
I'm still because honestly, he was having an existential crisis,
He's
right?
like, I don't care what nobody else.
Wasn't he having like an existential crisis? He was just
because of what's her face?
Orihime made him feel like,
yo,
what is this? Is this law? Like,
what is life? What was this entire time?
No, Okura was like, is that them titties?
and he lost to the Berserk boyfriend. The Berserk, and he had no control anything.
He got distracted, bro.
But he did win that fight. He did win for Orihime. He won Orihime. It should be Ukiura Orihime. Kuma was like, wait.
Ichigo's like, yeah, we gonna fight. He's like, what you want?
Plato y plomo. That's what Ukiura said. Plato y plomo.
Because if I'm not wrong,
what you think this is? You think you can let me? No. Alright. And
if I remember correctly, because Orihime just instantly, like, no matter who you were, I'll heal a body part from you. I'll give you the arm, or I'll give you
that was Orihime.
That missing eye, or the horn, and whatnot. Like, you know what?
She was just a healer, like through and through. That's what she did.
She knows who she was, so at least she knew who she was.
Except then we got Chad, who was just there.
Yeah,
Feel bad
I
for him.
think they did Chad dirty too.
Kubo just kind of dropped.
He had so much potential though.
Mm-hmm.
He had
Absolutely.
a lot of potential.
I just assumed that he would have a transformation in Mundo, because of the way his powers work. But no, I was assuming he would have a big power up there, so he'd be useful.
He
in
just
the
had
battles to come after.
They explained that he had a full bringer this entire time, and that's the only ability he had.
Yeah, poor Chad, exactly. Like they did Chad wrong. Like I will always think that. Like that character just had promise. He could have been a really, really, really prominent like Hispanic Japanese character.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But no.
But
so it ain't all perfect.
Goes.
Yeah, I know exactly how that goes. Goodness gracious.
So I did have an issue of how they gave Ichigo his powers back during that Fullbringer arc, but I mean that's a whole different issue too.
Oh, what? That they just restored his save?
Yeah, but like so like I'm just stabbing you this sword. It contains all the powers of all the other captains who are willing to donate their power so that you can have all your ability back.
That's so anime. Though.
They literally use a system.
Manga.
They were like, "We got this USB, and we're gonna use a system restore," and it's like literally what happened.
And I used that system restore to fight this guy that stole your original power, Fullbringer, whatnot, bullshit. Like what?
Man. No.
By the way,
Bleach
Ray,
absolutely has some weak spots.
It did have weak spots.
Espada are up 58% now.
Good, because that's the way it should be.
It should be.
Although I did tweet about if the Akatski get Orochimaru, he does get to use reanimation jutsu, so I may have tried to tip the balance a little bit.
And it wouldn't be just it wouldn't be just Madara. It would also be the other Hokages, everybody too.
Yeah,
so.
that's when it becomes. And then again, Madara can pull up too, and it's like, yes, even though Madara was turned out to be a puppet, it's like that doesn't matter this time.
I see. Sensei and the glove said exactly what I said. Top 5 Espada ended by themselves, straight up. I just think that's the way. I mean,
so if the Akatsuki were smart, they get rid of the weakest one as the sacrifice for the reincarnation jutsu.
I mean, if they're smart, they snatch Stark's soul from the start.
Yeah,
if they can. Oh man. Like, man, I know who would have saved Jiraiya. Espada.
Yes, they would have. No, it depends. It depends on who, because some of them were selfish. Others were like, yeah.
That's
so
true.
It depends on
everybody was doing their own thing.
Jiraiya would have been out the Harry Bell heavy.
Oh yes. Oh my God. I mean, I was too.
That would have been hilarious though. Oh
yes. I'm so sorry, Abe. I'm feeling bad that I'm just so good at this. I feel bad. I'm so sorry.
I think another thing that they didn't really fully explain was how strong was Ichigo's dad really.
So it was the typical that was typical everything. Dad
he got for one he got he had his revenge.
Not as strong as he used to be, but he's still strong.
He had his revenge against the Hollow that killed his wife. He had to give up his powers in order to save his wife and all that.
Well, he gave him his powers to become human, but of course that power just doesn't go away. He still had residual stuff like All Might and One for All. So.
And then he taught Ichigo the final Getsuya Tensho.
Yep.
But that's it. We didn't know how strong was that. He had to be OP himself.
So I'm annoyed. So y'all know about Deathbattle, how we kind of like them and kind of don't like them. Yes. They did Naruto versus Ichigo, and Naruto got hit with the final Getsuga Tensho, and still survived. I'm like, that final Getsuga Tensho killed a god.
That final Getsuga Tensho is also fueled by the power of the Quincy's, the power of the Arankar.
And that's why I was like, okay, so you mean to tell me
the power of the Fullbringer?
If Naruto just took one of those to the face, that Kurama is stronger than. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
nah,
that's one of those things.
Naruto's getting his ass whooped in Bleach. King Baragon is ending his shit though.
I don't know. Naruto would still put up a good fight against this spot. I ain't gonna front.
Against King Baragon,
I think he will figure it out. The Rasengan is a little OP, bro.
That was again. Aizen is the reason why King Baragon lost.
Fair.
Although Naruto versus Aizen would have been fun.
I mean, he's
I think
still lose,
I think Aizen would have still won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aizen
no, Aizen
easily
would've
wins.
won.
Well, not easily, but
It's because
I just
Aizen
think it would've been fun because
Aizen
would've
has
toyed with him. The mental
Aizen has
games
an
would've been fun.
automatic genjutsu from just if you see this sword, okay, automatic genjutsu,
Yeah, he does.
and Naruto doesn't really have anything to go against that because that's technically Sasuke's side to
So then,
just
what about
eyes and everything.
What about Aizen versus maybe like Prime Itachi or Endgame?
Well, I think a Prime Orochimaru versus Aizen would have been lit. Like if they just let Orochimaru do his thing, he would have been dangerous. That's why they kept shutting his shit down.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
like, hey, you got.
That's the smart stuff though. That's the smart thing though. That's the real smart. Stop the danger before it becomes much worse later on.
Like the only reason why everybody turned on him because he was doing some shit that they were like, hey, if he keep going, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing about him. We got to stop this man.
And let's not even front. That was like the third Hokage's like that was the best thing he could have done. He did the entire time of him being Hokage. Literally, I'm just gonna take your arm so you don't get to do Jinjutsu for the next couple of years. That's it. Considering like where I just left Naruto to fend for himself as a baby.
So I just saw the comment from the chat. Somebody says that 90% of the Espada can't break out of Genjutsu. No.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
There are some that they might have.
Are you going by just the
time getting
like
out
exactly?
Of?
Yeah. Are you going by just the rules of Genjutsu from Naruto? Because I mean, if you're going by just that rule, if you think about it, the Akatsuki couldn't be in the same place. Really, it's a spiritual pressure from the Espada. Remember, the spiritual pressure that they put off was like gravity.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's because they did
we're gonna carry them buckets. We're gonna carry.
They did explain that Guecumundo was the Dead Valley area where it's like less spiritual pressure, where everybody gets the pressure, and this is where they train. This is where they live.
So
they're breathing live. So
when they came in and basically leveled the city, just showed up.
Remember why the whole reason why they want to go into Earth, the real world, and all that crap is so like they can't measure up in that world.
I mean, I also really wanted Orochimaru to kind of be like one of the big bads at the end.
Yeah,
like, I just wanted him to be like,
his whole character design was dope. The creepiness factor was dope, and he was giving off OP vibes. Like, yo, this man is willing to test everything. Like, yes, Kakashi is the master of 1,000 jutsus, but like, yo, this guy probably, this man. Orochimaru.
When I started Naruto, I expected Orochimaru to be more like a Frieza type.
I wish he would have been.
And he is.
He had the intelligence.
Not to the extent of Frieza. And
well, I'm just talking about like the lasting power that Frieza had. Orochimaru had the same staying power as Frieza.
True.
Like he absolutely could have been a reoccurring villain, straight up. And I would have enjoyed each time he showed up. I mean, like, shit, what's he gonna do this time?
The man lived many lives. Like he literally absorbed like people and bodies just so that he could go into extend his life longer, extend his youth, learn more research, and whatever forbidden jutsu he wanted to learn it. Everything he wanted to. It was all for knowledge, and it was for evil.
Then they replaced all his shit with science.
Advanced development and everything. Like, come on.
Boruto's science obsoleted Orochimaru.
Damn.
He would have been I lived all this time for this.
They try to make it more modern. Technology excels the knowledge back then now, so it was bound to happen where, I could sacrifice this person's life just so I could extend this, but you could just make better medicine or change this and do this now, and then it could just literally obsolete the whole entire sacrificing of another person's life.
The medical unit was flames, though. I'll give him that because what is his name? Kabuto or
Kabuto.
Kabuto. He was a really dope right hand man to Orochimaru. His skill set was fire.
Man was so loyal. He was too loyal.
His end was weird.
It was weird. But like leading up to it, like before we get to the end, everything about him was really flames. Like when he tried to get Sasuke in the hospital, that whole fight sequence was really dope. And again,
I felt bad for the people who worked at the hospital in Naruto. Oh yeah, some of the worst fights went down up there, bro. I'm like,
they just be minding their business and
We're just trying to help people.
They brought the war to you.
And then you have a guy who destroyed moons and planets to just literally destroy entire Leaf Village, like literally.
Yeah.
Like you have Shikamaru's father, like, yo, do this for the future. I'm willing to take this L for the entire adults in future, just so that my kids can live on the next generation. Like our shogi match, every single time, I always protect the next generation.
You know, all I'm gonna say is the village didn't have to get destroyed.
No, it didn't.
Mike guy could have went out there and handled pain, but he didn't. I'm not even
what took him though? Like, why didn't he show up earlier?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Was it because
given what Guy did at the end of the series when he was fighting a god, he could have whooped pain. Was
it because Madara didn't explain? Oh, Genjutsu ninjutsu does not work on me. Only Taijutsu can. It's when he starts coming into the building. Like, oh,
they could have wrote that differently though. Yeah. They could have wrote that differently.
I actually wish that the Jonin had like more like actual use.
Yeah,
because it became later on that they were always going to save the Jonin, which is weird. I'm like, like, either get a job or retire, bro.
I mean, it would have been great if it was Guy who.
How convenient.
Yeah, how convenient. Like, I mean, like, would have been if they gave Guy the MVP, they would have had to had Rock Lee to join with him to open that last gate as well. To at least,
man, they whole Rock
been lit.
Yeah, that would have taken down Madara for sure. He had a hard time handling Guy alone.
Jutsu didn't work on the first Hokage as well. People just believe. Well, they're gonna say
that's true. No, that was true. Yeah, like he was the strongest though. He was able to take down Madara head on back then.
Yeah, Hashirama was that dude.
And then his brother that had that hate against the Uchihas.
Had that hate in his heart.
Oh, Tobirama? Yeah. Tobirama was a whole racist.
The Anbu Black Ops should have been way more badass. Oh yes, I completely agree.
But then that was because
Anbu should have been way more.
Mind you, remember our first introduction to Anbu Black Ops? We were like, yo, they hardcore. But
I was like, they tight as hell.
But like that was all because of Danzo.
Mm-hmm. Damn, and then it was like, oh no, anybody can take these niggas out.
But wasn't it because of Danzo? Danzo was the one that created the whole entire Anbu Black Ops and everything.
No, he took over.
He ran it. Yeah, he ran it, but he
over.
did.
I don't think he
started. And
like there was somebody else who ran it before him, but yeah, he
Saboteur, third Hokage ran it. Remember, he commanded Itachi to. Yeah,
he also let Naruto starve. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah, that's why did you think I said him taking away Orochimaru's arms was like the best thing that he was the only best thing he did for the entire village.
I mean, but that's a character flaw, and that's fine. You know, it's fine for characters to have flaws.
He had so many secrets. Man was the entire government, and he had all these secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nick
like,
Fury would have took care of Naruto.
What's so crazy was
Nick Fury would have showed up and gave him some food. Mm-hmm.
What's so crazy was during his funeral, everybody had all these memories, the good memories of him and all that stuff like that. All that, oh, I feel so bad. This was like a very sad moment. Next thing you know, you find out his entire secrets, his missions, what he have done, and you'd be like, oh my god, what the hell? We thought you were just a kind old grandpa that loved kids and just doing all these good, but no, my man, you've been planning assassinations, you destroying clans. Like, what the hell was wrong with you?
Second Hokage was most racist. Listen,
easily
he wiped out a whole clan, bro. They ain't like that.
The fourth Hokage had the shortest life. Had the shortest title as Hokage.
Listen, the second Hokage
made the ultimate sacrifice though. Minato made the ultimate.
Which made him the best.
He was the Barry Allen of the Naruto universe.
He had no choice. He was like, well, I gotta ruin my life, my wife's life, and my
son's life. Like, what the fuck?
All y'all ungrateful niggas who didn't take care of my life.
Right? No, we have to keep this secret from everybody. The child cannot know.
I gotta ruin all these lives at once. So we gonna die.
The child cannot.
The demon and the baby. And then because we dead, because of the demon that we put in the baby, this baby's got a terrible life already.
The child could not know that the parents sacrificed their lives for him in the village.
Like, you know
Wait,
what?
what?
F y'all niggas. I would have let Kurama keep going. I'm taking my wife
At
and
this-
my kid. We moving.
At this point,
Fuck
yes.
He was literally his job. He
I
couldn't
don't
just
care.
dip. I'm like,
I
well,
would have dipped. I would have
resigned,
dipped.
bro.
Politics would have helped out. But yeah, resign and dip.
I mean,
Be like, yo,
didn't-
sir, Toby, you back in charge. I'm out because I've seen the future. These little Nicholas over here.
he's like, you ain't gonna take care of my son, so I'm
I'm grateful. And you know what, Sarah Toby? I saw what you did to my boy. I saw how this man, you looked at this man's fridge and saw expired milk and was like, well, his stomach is going to hurt later today. Nah, you run this village because F you. That's what I would have done.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Like, I mean, there was even more from that. It was just... because he got betrayed by Obito, his whole entire student, who said, "Oh no, I'm murderer." Like, my man, like, bruh. I mean, okay, it was not his fault that Obito died, because he felt that Kakashi was mastered enough, like at least trained fully enough.
Kakashi was cocky, and that's why his friends died.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
up, bro.
That's why he became so serious in missions and whole. I'm gonna copy your move. I'm gonna do. Like, all my cockiness just goes straight into my Sharingan, copying your move, use that against you and bullshit. And literally named Copycat Ninja. That was straight up his own cockiness.
I mean, I would like... I replay that Zabuza fight, like, in my head, bro, because it was dope. It was so, like, everything that happened with Zabuza and Haku was just, like, that was some peak Naruto, bro. Not peak Shippuden, but, like, that was peak Naruto. I love that. That man.
That first mission.
And watching that, it was sick. Goodness gracious, it was so good.
It's literally it's literally like that Zabuza arc, that mission. It's literally the definition of you never forget your first, and this was like the whole, like,
that set this pace for their entire life afterwards. It's like y'all gonna be in trouble all the time. Simple as that.
What's the build up for it too? You always had Kakashi like build it up, like, you know how serious being a ninja is, like KIA, like, and then you have Naruto, a kid who knew nothing better. It's like, oh wow, that's a cool title. What does that even mean? Killed in action, you dumbass.
Yeah, Naruto wasn't smart, but I mean, he also didn't have anybody to teach him and or raise him, so that's why he wasn't smart. You know, that ain't his fault. The system failed him.
Okay. That's definitely fully true. But I don't think anybody's intelligent enough would be enough to know that Haku was a guy. There would have been not enough intelligence. Not enough intelligence.
Haku was just pretty. I don't care.
Yeah, Haku was beautiful.
Like, legit. I don't care. Like, it didn't matter. It's like, hey, you kind of cute.
I had him to the list if he was old enough.
That's true.
But I did, and yo, I won't lie. The Kurama reveal, the Nine Tails reveal was actually a hype moment, and at the time, but in low key thinking back on it, it was probably wasted. They probably too early. But it was because Haku was effing them up, dog. They wasn't beating.
I mean, they was gonna die. They wouldn't walk that.
No. That was
Haku was like, I'm here to end y'all.
Yeah.
But like that was like the opening of how like crazy powerful MC characters were. But yeah, Sasuke was willing to self-sacrifice. If he pushed Naruto away, he had the best chance of fighting Haku. Instead, saves Naruto, takes all the needles and shit. Like, oh man, like, you better not fuck up.
And Haku were too dope to be wasted this early. But I get that it served as a great way to tell these kids, like, yo, this ain't games. Like, you can die.
It's like you can die and you gonna have to kill people.
It's literally a side. It's literally
like you,
missions.
Who are as young as you. Like, yo, I get it served this purpose, but damn, Zabuza.
It's life and death situation every single time when you realize what being a ninja was. And then you got a little bit more of it when it came to that bone dude. Because
Kimi Monoru?
Yep, because like he had the worst. He had a bad childhood.
Yep.
But like he saw Haku and Zabuza.
Really cool character.
It was. Kimi Monoru was a cool character.
It was so great to see like every Konoha students one-on-one fighting with Orochimaru's like subordinates or subjects. His best one of his best ones. and you see each and every individual of their own talents. We see Shikamaru was using his smartness, he was using his shadow, he knew his limits, but he knew that he was going to die, and how he broke the Genjutsu was, my man literally broke his entire finger just so that he knows, like, nope, I can't get into this, I gotta break the hell of my finger.
He pulled a Deku.
And then he was the first before Deku did this. And then his girlfriend saved his life.
It's true.
And then I think what got me crazy was Gaara saving Rock Lee from the bone from him. That was dope. Oh. That was so dope.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that still to this day.
I mean, you had the dog boy. He was wrecked. He was wrecked. And then you had the puppet man. Like, listen, oh crap! You have the most psychological puppet guy coming into this believing universe. It's like, oh crap! No, he's the creepiest one.
The Sand Village folks, they was all messed up, except for what was her name, Tamari.
I mean, can you blame them? Orochimaru.
Like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I mean, could you blame them though? Orochimaru impersonated the Hokage, Kazekage. Yep. The Kazekage originally was Gaara's father, who wanted him killed. Yep. And yo, that backstory of Gaara, bro, I was like, oh, bro.
That's true.
He had every right to be angry. He had every right to be pissed and not care about anything in the entire world. And Naruto saved him. And then he just realized that everybody around him was like, oh, bro, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
I mean, Naruto had a bunch of, childhood trauma. So, yes. I mean, and not just Naruto. I mean, all of the kids. They all had childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But speaking of childhood trauma, segue, you know who else is about to have trauma? Kafka. Kaiju number 8.
Yo, that chapter? Dog. Woo, 2 weeks from now?
So, Chad, we're about to start talking about Kaiju number 8, the most recent chapter.
That dropped today.
It came out today. I'm so glad for the Kaiju the Kaiju Land arc.
Those bugs, man. Like, oh no.
When I saw the bug face, I was like, oh, not like this.
You know, when I read this chapter, I was like, oh my god, Ray, remember that anime about that killer bugs or giant? Like,
I hated
it.
Yep.
No.
I'm already triggered, bro.
I'm triggered.
Yeah. Don't watch the Island of Giant Insects. Don't watch that. Don't watch that.
Or do.
No, don't do it. It's gonna mess with you.
Next thing I was gonna say Terraformers. Thank you, Light.
I read some stuff. Like I read some of it, and it's worse. It's worse. It's so nasty. Like, I'm like, how do you draw this? How does somebody willingly sit here and say, I'm like, no. This nasty. I hate that I even thought about it. Now I'm thinking about it.
But you know and then you have the verse captain asking for money.
That was hilarious.
The daughter of the entire company.
I need cracks me up. He's kind of like the star player of a sports team. Yes. Which, because he loves the game.
The hot head.
He's bad at everything else. Literally,
he's Allen Iverson.
He's only good at one thing.
Yes, when it's time to get shit done, he goes out there, he kills Kaiju. Yeah. And I kind of like that about it.
Or you could say he was Lakers Shaq. Came into the season, didn't work out.
Oh my god!
And still dominated. You could call him that too, because
fair enough.
Same personality.
Fair enough, but no, he cracks me up. I am like, what's it gonna take? Like, I'm like, is it gonna be Kafka saving him, or is it gonna be him saving Kafka? That Kafka's like, oh, I gotta get my shit together. Because I'm like, he seems like he can't be beat. The kid was literally praying to him. The kid was like, oh, I ain't worried. Oh man, don't come save me.
Nah. Even before that, can we go back to when they were on their plane? The grip of the squad.
They look so
cool.
Squad
looks so clean.
I can't wait to see people start to.
Goodness.
I actually thought they were the other captains. I thought they were the other captains. No. Those are his people. That's his own people. Yeah, that's his own people. It was like, oh.
It was lit though.
So I just need like people to start you were dressing up with like the Survey Corps from Attack on Titan. Now it's time for you to start dressing like these Kaiju captains. Okay, I need this. Please.
It's like fun is fun, but when it gets when
Just
work
swagged out in
is
the
calling.
uniform, they got the swaggiest faces. They're just like,
man, I was like, because that's our job. We out here to kill kaiju today. Let's go.
Bro,
Fun is fun, but we gotta go to work.
Loved it. That pen, I'm about to screenshot that shit and make it my
Because it was great.
wallpaper.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, there was one part in particular where I was like, okay, so first of all, what else? What other kind of bugs would come out of this big ass hole? Because that was a giant.
It's an ant hole.
Giant hole.
It's an ant hole.
At first I was like, okay, what caused this sinkhole? And then you see what crawls out of it. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, and they are. I hate how gross they look. They're terrifying. I'm like, oh god, and there's so many of them, and they have teeth. They got teeth and pincers. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
They're huge. Each and individually, they're all huge.
So I'm like, they're like, hey, first division, we got to go. So I guess it's interesting to me though. They use the first division to like handle just every day.
Wasn't that their district? Wasn't that?
No,
wasn't that
it
their
wasn't.
district?
But it wasn't a everyday thing. It was like a giant sinkhole just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just kind of thinking about that. I'm like, this is the second time now though. They've only called out the first division.
That's true.
I'm like, is it literally like sectioned off where they have different like divisions where they stay, where they have different headquarters, and we're just in the first district's headquarters?
Mind you, third division was on a mission. Third division was on a mission, so I can see that. Whereas like first division is so dope that they protect like where HQ.
So what I was thinking, it was like it's kind of like Fire Force, where they all have different areas.
Yeah,
different parts of the city.
the companies are
And so I'm like, okay, that works. Because I was like, first I was like, I could also see how they were all in the same place and they were just dispatched to different parts.
But also, how many divisions do we know of? We know of 4.
Just the 3, right? Do we know of more than 3?
Is it more than 3?
I don't know if they.
I can't recall.
They never really said it though. We just know like they were number 6. Weren't they number 6 from the start?
Because they were talking about how few people they had.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Like the new branch was like literally where Sheena's literally her department, and she was the newest one, but she had the most popularity one. But they were like less man. They had.
I'm looking at how big this goddamn ant is. That ant is way too big. I hate it.
Oh yeah,
I love this chapter because it brought everything ground level again. Yeah, that's the same panel. That's the same panel that I'm looking at. Like
Ray,
when was the last?
Don't have it
chapter?
too long. Don't have it too long, Ray. When
was the last chapter where we were actually getting to see just normal people on the streets dealing with this? Yes. So it's good to see like the scale, what it's like for normal people. I love the panel where they talk about like the different like shelters for when the kaiju show up, where people can hide and be safe and stuff like that. So stuff like this is what I really like about expanding the story.
Yeah, same. I'm like, they're expanding their universe even more, and I loved it. I was like, yep, this is great. So I was like, they made a point to show you that app, and I was like, ooh,
yeah.
If the kaiju get a hold of that, it's a wrap. It's literally just an app. They can find out the closest shelters, and if they're just trying to get people, they can go snatch people.
But like that's only the number kaijus, like number 9.
But still, it only takes one of them to get a phone.
The smart
figure that out.
And I'm sure they already do.
They probably do. You're right. And so I'm like, oof. I'm like, y'all really just like packing yourselves up to get 8.
Is it?
No, thank you.
A new level of being selfish or glory, or maybe a little petty, was like, hey yo kid, you're gonna have to pay for all that's rescue I go for. Tell your mom to retweet and say, yo, Captain Naruma is so cool. 10 times.
It's all he cares about, bro. We saw it last time.
Where he didn't get credit last time.
Yeah, he didn't get credit, and he was pissed off that he didn't get credit. Like that's him. He's like, I'm out here. This is what I do, so I want all the credit.
Yeah.
He is a little egotistic, but he did right. It's child.
But he still got swag, and his whole division swag. Like, I want to be first division.
That's true. That's true. I would too. So I'm like did his eyes always look like that, or did we just start paying attention?
His eyes always look like that because they never really goes up
they always
close
look
up.
like that.
Not right either. But
well, whenever he's
it wasn't zoomed in.
Mode.
When it's zoomed in.
That's his battle mode.
Yeah, it activates like that.
I got you in my sights.
Yeah, when he pushes his hair back, that's when his eyes change battle mode.
Because I was like, oh, that's interesting. He's got like weird crosses in his eyes now, and I'm like, did he always have those? And I'm like, oh, guess yeah. That's only when he gets serious. He gets into like a battle crazed state.
But I love how the chapter ended in terms of he said, Shinomiya and Kaiju number 8 didn't even
he didn't even call his name. He was like, you
ain't human to me yet. You ain't human to me yet.
He
And that's
said,
fair.
Exactly. I feel.
But
that.
I really like how he said, show me something.
It's like I expect results, and that's.
He literally created a whole feeling zone for them. Like, yo, go all out, don't hold back.
I was like,
show me results.
Literally just to test him. He's like, all right, I've set the stage for you. Show me what you got.
But we know Kafka's probably not going to
show me what you got.
I'm about to wear your ass cheeks.
What were you saying, Abe?
I know, we know Kafka is probably not going to go berserk because Kafka's going to be like, yo, I can control that. And given the fight with Grandpa, he's going to be, I feel like he's going to be self-conscious about that.
Apprehensive. Yep.
But Shinomiya though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she about to show out.
Oh, yeah.
She needs to.
Oh, this is about
She
to be
needs
her
to.
chapter. Oh,
She's basically about to carry him.
Oh, yeah. I could
is.
be wrong, but it could be chapter 5 where she takes on this enormous kaiju by herself.
Yes.
And it's like 3 to 4 panels, and it looks amazing.
So dope.
Yeah.
She's so badass.
I mean, because remember, she basically kind of beat Kaiju number 6, I believe he is. I don't know which one he is. She kind of beat him, but then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get serious now." And then she was like, "Oh, and I mean, like right in the beginning,
It was 9, right?
Number 9.
That was 9. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
9 literally had that weird laser
showing 9
bullet
work.
kind of stuff.
By the way, do we have a Vash Hunter update? Vash, would you like to lie to the chat and tell them that you started?
Crickets. He's not responding to the
so
chat.
he's not responding. So no, Vash has not started Hunter, but there is a countdown now. We have a link for a countdown.
I sent it on the live chat right now. The countdown for Vash needs to finish this by the end of this month.
25 days, 23 hours, 9 minutes, and counting.
Before he loses waifu for each
chapter
and every one
6,
of us.
So I mean,
I'll update it once by next.
Just defend your honor. Start Hunter tomorrow. I'll forgive you.
Vash won't start until August 27th.
I was gonna say 31st, and we all know he's gonna like, oh yeah, I finished, I fucking like
August 27th.
You're worse than those people who thought.
Vash,
You're worse than those people who think he can finish One Piece in 1 month. No, God no.
I'll never call you a liar again if you manage to do this.
Dude, I mean, he has so much to gain too with the pancakes and cheese merch. Like,
JB is chapter 6, pages 15 to 18.
Yeah.
I just went back. Yeah, that shit. All she used at that time was the gun.
Yep,
that's what
she
had. The gun. Yeah, she didn't have the axe yet.
I didn't see the axe on her.
Gun. Yeah, that chapter 6 was all her.
Because that was like they were still testing.
It was the final test. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh my goodness. And then
I love Kaiju number 8.
When she pulls out the axe, 2 weeks. We about to see her go break. Because remember, in this one she was practicing.
Mm-hmm.
She was practicing, so we can expect.
I wonder how much more of the suit's power she can use.
Good question. I would also love to know.
That's going to be a good gauge of progress for us, yeah.
Because she was already using like 40.
She was using the highest.
She was of most recruits.
Of her recruits, yeah.
They basically she rivaled like a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Which why we could see she's gonna be one of the captains for her unit.
So,
in the
question:
future.
do y'all think that they have retuned Kafka's suit to be more in tune with reading the stats of the Kaiju power?
Yes.
Because I want to see that. I want to see it, and they'll be like, "Hey, why don't you use any of the Kaiju power?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't trust it." Blah blah blah. It's like if you don't, you're gonna die.
Yeah, it's gonna be that, and First Division captain's gonna tell him, "Get me results, and you need to transform to do that."
Or I'll kill you right now myself.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I mean, death is a good motivation.
I mean, I want. They didn't give us the internal conflict. They showed it, but we didn't get more than him losing to the Kaiju internally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we'll get at least a glimpse of that in the next
I
chapter.
hope
At
so.
least.
I know we know it's sentient. We know it can talk. It's just I'm like, now we need to know what it knows. Give us that history. I need that lore. So
I don't think we'll
it might be one of
yeah,
those
it's gonna be a while.
Kurama things where it's like, you want to use me. Come
exactly.
On.
Yeah.
Use my power.
And I think it's when Kaiju number 9 comes back on the scene. That's probably when we might get some more lore.
Yeah. You think we see Kaiju number 9 in all of this?
No. Maybe at the end. Maybe he sent
what I see.
Them.
Yeah, distraction for sure, and he's doing
Either
something else completely.
Kaiju number 9, or we're about to meet like Kaiju 11 plus.
Like this was just a distraction.
Maybe we do need another number Kaiju, but
so that he can go for the real Kaiju weapon to reclaim the Kaiju weapon that we were never expecting and everything like that.
So I mean, we talked about this. Do you think that they're really gonna go and like? What would they be able to do with just a weapon?
I mean, maybe
we don't know
them.
We don't really necessarily know how these numbered kaijus are being produced.
Well, I mean, we also don't know how how they tune in. Like, are they like in tune with the power of that kaiju when they're like using that weapon? Like we kind of saw with Captain. So
yeah, because it is still. I don't want to say fully sentient, but Kafka's kaiju was able to connect to it. Like he knew it. Yeah. So what if they're able to use these weapons and even draw out more power because they're kaiju human hybrids?
That would be sick.
I was thinking like might be like Parasite the Maxim, where the host body that they originally take over were already dead, so that they could have full control of their entire body and they could do whatever they want. And they have the whole parasite kind of weapons and control and the whole psychic, everything comes to it. The only difference is that Kafka was one of the lucky ones where he was still alive when the kaiju was possessing him, which gives him the advantage for humanity, since he decides to, I'm fighting for humanity. I control this. I control the powers and whatever.
I can't wait for him to be as in control as that Berserk Kaiju mode. Oh my god! Mm-hmm. It did so much cool.
That was a nice little tease.
It was so cool. I'm like, this is what he's capable of. I love that.
Also, what if they're able to take the weapons and maybe find some way to like, I don't know, change it into like
turn
like
it back into a kaiju.
Yeah, like a small, like Kafka's kaiju, that small little thing, and then make more of them. Can't find the words right now, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm trying to say.
Jurassic Park-like, and then that never goes well. That never goes well.
What I was thinking was they want Kafka to go out of control more often, so that he will gain control of that giant kaiju mode body. But the reason, the only way that
because he was still very, very useful when he was in full control.
Yeah,
I think he needs that mode because Kaiju number 9 just upgraded.
Yes, big time.
Yeah. But I was thinking like use that berserk mode
I
kill everything that's in your front of your path kind of thing, because we know like that thing that's inside Kafka hates kaijus. It just literally wants to kill all kaijus in itself. So I'm wondering, like, let's just trigger its berserk mode in like the middle of all the kaiju's area, and let that thing just go nuts, and kill everything in sight. Then Kafka needs to regain his ability for his body, for the entire kaiju, and strengthen everything. And if he can't, one of the captains would have to eliminate him and kill him if he can't get control.
True.
I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of interesting things they can do. Like, what if they are able to take those weapons and like change them into like a larva state to where a human can eat it and become a kaiju human hybrid? What if? Like, that would be kind of crazy.
Bro.
But then
because
again,
that's the future, right? Because we already know that this division, they're good at defeating kaijus, but what they're not good at is the human kaiju hybrids. So why not make an army and make more?
Because they're more used to
experimentation goes. You ever seen the movie Species?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Species?
Love Species.
Yeah, it goes wrong all the time.
We already know that
is one of my guilty pleasures.
We already know what they could do with them physically. Physically, like for armors and weapons and all that stuff. But we know that if they reproduce these copies or slimes, they need to find soldiers who are able to do it mentally, be able to take control, the willpower, and everything like that, and that's even more harder to calculate and to tell if they're able to control like that kaiju vessel in itself.
And I hope
so
we
that they
see
can
that.
use its
I hope
power.
we see people that can't control it, and then they have to transplant it into someone else.
I agree.
But then the worst part is like they have to kill the like failed experiments, you know? Like, all right, this guy
Which
can't
raises
control
the
it.
stakes.
We have no choice but to kill one of our own. But this is part of the whole crazy experiment. This sounds like mad doctor experiment situation kind of thing.
I don't know, man. I love Kaiju number 8. Any guesses as to what's like how next chapter is gonna end?
We're still gonna be in the fight. We're still gonna
Still
be in the
fight.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I hope so.
We're gonna see. So what we'll see is, I think, the way I see it is that Shinomiya is gonna start going off, going crazy. She's gonna show us a little few things, but it's gonna be against the fodder.
So would Kafka. So would Kafka.
And then
have to
Kafka
too.
would like do that too, and then they're gonna come across a higher level, not like kaiju,
a big, even
level,
bigger form,
but maybe like a Daikaiju, a big one, and they're going to. I low key think that we'll probably start with solos. They'll probably be off separately solos, and they're gonna each come across a Daikaiju. Shinomiya is gonna handle hers. Kafka is going to strain a little bit because he's being apprehensive. And then it'll probably lead to like, well, psych, that Daikaiju is actually stronger than he thought, but the only way they'll beat it is we're going to see a nice Kafka Shinomiya combo.
Yeah, I
really hope so.
Shinomiya will beat a spear,
but
and Kafka will beat a shield because he can take it.
Looking like he's struggling. Next chapter will end with Kafka looking like he's struggling. And
he doesn't want to use
combo.
Kaiju.
I get the combo in 2 chapters.
So we see MemoryNK Kafka like, they have these weird these weird appendages.
It's gonna focus on it's gonna focus on apprehensive Kafka and Kafka trying to show his other talents about how to fight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know we're gonna be playing on that division between the ideology of Division 1 and Kafka trying to fit in and be like, yo, I'm not some monster. You can trust me. I'm here. I'm an ally. I have aspirations. I want to be here. We're gonna be getting literally. This is a perfect way to start to show us that.
So literally everything Abe just said is what
I wonder if we get a situation where there's somebody who needs to be saved, and if he's testing him to see if he's there to help people or to kill kaiju. Because we've seen Kafka go straight to save people every single time.
Yes. Save people before killing the kaiju.
That's a risky move. And you only make that move when you already know what the answer is going to be.
But it's Kafka, bro.
Yeah, no, but I don't see the Division 1 commander. I don't see Narumi setting that up.
I don't know if he would set it up, but he would watch it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, he can just let it happen and just see what Kafka does. And if he's fast enough, he would be able to get there at the last second.
Yeah, I mean, it will definitely be another moment for him to show off and flex, and I can see him doing that because, like, why not? It fits the style. But
I definitely see this arc's big bad somehow, either number 9 or I don't know, maybe at number 11. The new guy kaiju.
Introduce us to a new number, but I also get like. Because if it's not number 9, then what you're telling me is that number 9 is actually more important than we realize.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want. Yeah,
I can see that.
Bring them in, and then he goes in hiding. Then it's like, all right, I'm ready. And then
number 9 is going to get the secret weapon, while number 11 is fighting Kafka and everybody. Just distraction.
It's just like I wouldn't mind number 9 being like the strongest threat underneath whoever the commander is,
right?
But also like the idea of there being number 11s, 12s with different personality. You get your Espada type deal. I do like that idea as well. So I really would like to see a number 11, but number 9 tells me number 9 is actually which could then mean depending on if it depends on how they want to scale it. If the higher you go up, is the more powerful, or if it's the lower you go down, then we look at Kafka.
Higher.
Okay, it's higher because number 10, I don't know. They wrapped up number 10. Number 10 was just more I'm not all.
Remember, Ashino.
I don't know.
She was already strong. We don't know how strong she was, and the vice captain himself was pretty skilled himself to last that long to fight against number 10.
Right, because I mean, they said number 10 was like it was just that he was cocky, and like they were surprised that he could command other kaiju. That was a new thing for them.
So I feel like number 9 might have been stronger, but it's just that number 9. Number 9 is already smarter, so that's probably what played into.
Exactly, I think that's what the intelligence is what plays into it. Yeah.
But if you think about it, didn't number 9 send number 10 after number 8 and everything in that division so that he can heal up?
Was that confirmed, or is that what we think?
But during that time, he was healing up, right? And then getting stronger and getting his new body and everything like that, right?
Well, I mean, or was it just that number 10 was like, you got your ass whooped. I'm going to go.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it like, these number kaiju are doing their own things. Because if number 9 is sending out number 10, then number 9 is stronger.
Right.
I could definitely see number 9 tricking number 10 going straight into there. Like, oh, yeah, I lost, so I'm not as strong. Maybe you're slightly stronger. You go for it. Yeah, I don't care if you die. If you die, I move up a stage technically.
It's either number 9 is stronger, or it's just that these kaiju like operate independently. Like, yes, they know each other, but they do their own thing. Again, just similar to Espada. Like Espada, like, yo, we do our own thing too. You know,
how I see number 9, he was more schemish, and he's actually
he was
smarter.
He's a tactician.
Yeah.
So like, there's a thing. It's like you're supposed to fight smarter, not fight stronger. But then you're gonna have all these muscle brolic people that wants to like prove their strength and feel like they are stronger, and they want to prove it by fighting the strongest man in the group. But you have the genius literally sending all these fathers onto the strongest guy, knowing that they're gonna lose, so that when the strongest guy is weaker, they could come in right afterwards and just take his place. And from there, you just literally are the leader of the entire kaijus, and you can literally based on, all right, I'm gonna control you. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. The controller is better than having the muscle. I believe for sure. The brains is better than the brawn.
Fair.
I agree.
Like I'm excited. Like I really want to see what happens next.
Yeah. And Ray, in chapter 9, Kaiju number 9 is literally using a cell phone, a smartphone. So he probably has that app, bro.
You know he does, bro. Damn.
Remember, he was like studying under the humans during the cleanup and everything.
It's a wrap for them, bro. He just said all that back to the mothership. Oh no.
And do you guys think that maybe this huge ambush is to get them to bring some of those weapons outside of the secure facility to make it easier to steal them?
Potentially. Smarter, not harder. You know?
Yeah, right? Oh no, man. I love Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8 is still like overall my favorite new story.
Facts,
oh my god. It is very good.
Story, how unique it is.
I love Kaiju number 8. I just want more of it. So I just like, all right, y'all better not let this die, because if you do, I'm gonna find each and every single one of you.
Yeah, right? I'm jumping. I'm killing.
I'm not gonna be okay.
I'm not gonna be happy about it. This one, if we lose Kaiju, I'll be very upset, like legitimately. No.
It'd be too soon. We got too much popular, and like the manga sale, the volume 1 in the U.S. States.
If Kaiju number 8 don't
December,
make it, I'm gonna end One Piece personally. I'll do it.
I'd like to see you try.
You gonna kill Oda?
I'm gonna call Oda, be like, all right,
God,
it's time for you to stop. You can retire now.
It's like, Oda, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Exactly. I'm just gonna call Oda, be like, all right.
You're gonna need to hire some investigator team in Japan or something like that.
No, I'm just gonna pay him off. Like, don't finish it.
Nobody knows what Oda looked like for years now.
True.
Man has been living a hermit life.
What you mean? His number in my phone right now.
Call that man.
We only text. No phone calls.
That makes sense. They be listening in to phone calls. Phones be tapped nowadays.
Exactly. So we just text back and forth. It's fine.
They also texted code. That's why I was named to tell that I was like, is that Oda? Then I was like, it's not making sense to me. Like, is this recipes? Are they on a Full Metal Alchemist right now? You know, but
Maybe. Well, hey boys, are y'all ready for my new favorite part of the show?
Oh, Jesus.
Hit list.
Are you ready for a hit list, baby?
I guess.
Tell us the category. Tell us. Last week wasn't as bad. You know, it was tame.
Yeah, not compared to the first two.
Yeah, the first.
Whoa.
So.
Oh yeah, and you also have to give us another update on the top 100.
I'll give you one.
Yeah.
I'll give you one.
Because
so
all of them have been bullshit.
I wanted to be a little different with this one.
Okay.
I wanted to take y'all, a more holistic approach. And we'll work our way back down. So this list is the 15 best manga of all time. All right.
There might be some new recommendations from them. Got my notepad out.
I mean,
right?
yeah, there might be a few. So starting at number 15.
I'll be the judge of this because I'm the manga man. Because you know for sure, right?
This is true. I mean, if you don't know a single one, if there's one on this list you don't know, you're a fraud. Kidding.
Test me.
You gotta get at least 75% of the list right. You gotta know 75%.
So number 15. Oh my God, number 1. Number 15 on the list. GTO. By,
I heard good things about GTO. And I think it had its own anime too.
It did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard great things about GTO.
Yes, it's the great teacher Onizuka.
Okay.
Yeah. So, absolutely give that a shot. I've watched this. It's great.
Spell Onizuka for me.
So
I think that's on Amazon Prime. The anime.
I think so. So yeah, it's just ONIZUKA.
Okay.
I heard great things. Definitely top rated. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, GTO is great. Number 14 is one that's hurt my feelings before. And that is Made in Abyss.
Okay.
I've heard it, never read it.
So I have not read it or watched it. I want to do a reaction for it because I feel like I will cry.
I'm not all the way through it, but
I feel like I'm gonna cry with that. I feel like I'm gonna hurt.
This show is just about pain.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt for sure. And it made so many movies, and it got confirmed of season 3, I believe. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very popular series, actually.
Very popular.
It's good. Like it's just sad.
So I understand.
But interesting. It's got a very interesting story. The story is like truly like you want to keep watching because it's interesting. There's a lot of mystery.
It's based on the mystery, the sadness, the pain. It's
literally.
literally pain.
It's pain. It hurts me. Number 13, good old Monogatari. And
really?
yeah.
The thing is, the popularity of Monogatari
so far,
it's very high. It's very popular because of the art. The mangakas for the artists is very popular for Monogatari.
So there's one in here that's kind of cheating, but it's okay. It counts in my heart.
I would have figured Monogatari to be much higher, but yeah, go for it.
I would have thought so too. This next one is one I have not looked at all. I've seen it, but I haven't watched or read anything about it. But I've seen it on shows, and that is 20th Century Boys.
Yes, I've seen that too. I cannot believe, I cannot stress a little bit. Every time I read a new Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach top, the big 3, 20th Century's Boy is literally right behind them. I see it.
Interesting.
I've never rated it, never touched it, but it's literally right behind them. Like, what is 20th Century Boy? I get familiar with this.
Here you go.
I'm just taking notes right now.
Kenji Endo is an unassuming convenience store manager in the 1990s, but he's sure that his life will never change. But then he hears of a recent suicide of a childhood friend, and he soon realizes that a deadly cult led by a figure named Friend may be involved.
It's literally about time travel in a way and stuff too.
I definitely heard of this. Okay.
I heard of it. Yeah, I definitely heard of 20th Century
I
Boys.
actually just with that one piece. I want to read this.
It's an old series. It's a very old series. I promise you, if it wasn't a big 3, if they were unfamiliar, it is 20th Century Boys.
I like it. All right, number 11. This is one that we all know and love very well. That's why I said this one's kind of cheating because it's not technically a manga. This one is a manhwa, and it is of course
Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling, yes.
Okay, I feel because because of the popularity and demand.
Yeah. Listen, it is. I feel like the penultimate zero to hero story. currently.
Yeah.
I understand that, but then it also cheating is that manhwa is all colored pages compared to manga where it's black
Hey,
and
I mean,
white.
that don't take
Hey.
away from the art. Look, we got Togashi, bro.
Bro, you win some, you lose some. All right. Not
we'll
everybody
take it.
can have their own color.
I don't know. I feel like it's
We didn't make the list.
modern time versus past time. Because literally from all the mangas from back then, they were like done during within the 2000s, 2010.
So I'm gonna say that the top five's gonna mess y'all up.
We'll get to it, but number 9.
Number 9. Oh, we're on number 10. Number 10. One of my favorites, legitimately. Slam Dunk.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not.
No.
Slam Dunk
I
is
should read
fantastic.
that.
You
I've
really
watched
should.
it.
Slam Dunk is fantastic.
It's the
I need
OG.
to watch it.
It's an OG manga for sure, and
Better
they
than
actually
Kuroko's?
they did a touch up. They
That is
re-released
the
a
question.
touch up and cleaned up the manga for sure. I remember the news. They revamped it. They brushed up the entire art and manga and everything. Literally brushed it up to the best quality ever and modernized everything. Slam Dunk definitely should deserve the top 10 for sure.
Yeah,
I like
is it better than Kuroko's?
I mean, well, Kuroko
Yes.
was basically
It was
spiritual
before
successor
Kuroko's.
to this. Yeah, Slam Dunk is
Yeah.
the original basketball manga.
It was the first. It was the first.
Yeah,
manga and
there's,
anime.
but still,
Yeah. I just wanted to know because I love Kuroko's basketball.
So
So
Kuroko
Like
is
the
sick,
Vanishing
but
Drive,
so Slam
like,
Dunk is
you
more
know?
like they base the characters off of like in their skills off of like the greats, you know.
But
Okay.
like
Okay, so
don't
as a basketball fan, hey, I would resonate more with.
Yes,
Slam.
you
Okay,
but
I'm
like
a-
you have to think about another thing.
You would
Like
really like Slam Dunk.
you would have to think about another thing. The mangaka has to be very interested into basketball because you wouldn't think that that same popularity of a sport would be as popular in Japan.
I mean, you could say the same about Ippo though.
True
He
enough.
Basketball was popular in
with
Asia,
American boxing,
you know?
just like I'm sure
Yeah,
some mangaka is
yeah.
in love with American basketball.
American
Because of
basketball,
Jordan.
yeah.
It depends. When was Slam
Yeah.
Dunk written? Was it before or
Slam
after
Dunk,
Jordan's time?
In the 80s.
I think it was during.
During
Okay.
the 80s.
Then Jordan helped boost that popularity on the global scale. So I can see it being very popular in Japan. I can see it.
And it got reworked. It got literally like revamped and everything like to make it more
Where the
clean and
anime
modern.
on? Should I? Because for me, I feel like sports should be consumed as anime over.
That might
it.
also be
I
on
mean,
Prime. That might
it might
also
be.
be about Amazon Prime for sure.
I'd say watch it. There's no harm. in
all
watching
depends
it,
on
I
who
think.
the artist is too.
That is true. That's
You know how the movement goes. Like it's so important.
Yep, I feel you.
So,
All right, number 9.
I want to ask you, Ray, is Boichi in this list rank at least? His art and everything deserves somewhere in this top
I'm
rank.
not going to confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Moving on, number 9. Another one that I have not read, but it's something that I've seen that I would like to try, is Grand Blue.
Okay.
Okay, I've heard about it.
Okay, so it had that comedy concept and it has the sports of swimming, but
Like scuba diving and whatnot.
it is really weird though. It's like Gintama comedy.
Which is good, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't
But
there
like
a game based on
there
this
was an anime too.
Yeah,
Oh, was there?
it's an anime. Yeah, there's an
Sweet.
anime for sure.
I'm gonna have to look that up there. I would
Yeah,
like to
there's
watch
12 episodes in
What's it on?
2018.
I guess the comedy would still work right now in the modern time too, for sure. It's literally like guys being guys and like doing some like asshole shit to each other. And shit.
So, number 9, Grand Blue. Number 8. Wow, I'm going backwards and forwards. Number 8, one that I also is on my list. I just have not taken the time because this one will have to come after One Piece and after Berserk. Kingdom.
Okay.
Okay.
Another
I
one
actually
that need
expected.
to read.
I actually thought it would be higher though, but okay. No,
You'll
I'm
see
fine.
why it's not as high here in a bit.
Okay.
Like, I really, this once we get into the top
Kingdom
5,
does
it gets wild.
numbers.
Yeah, Kingdom does big numbers, like
but
literally,
then
like they move.
But no offense, but the anime did made it like drop.
I mean, that's what we
less.
heard. We heard that the anime did not help the
Yeah,
manga at all.
the anime made it so crappy, so it didn't really work
That's
too well.
unfortunate.
So this one I do know of, and it's just weird. It is very, very, very weird. Number 7 is Oyasubi Pum Pum.
Como?
All right.
Isn't that Good Night Pum Pum?
Oyasumi Pum Pum.
That's Good Night Pum Pum.
The Jamaicans wrote this?
No, Good Night Pum Pum.
Is it their hentai?
It's a name. No, it's not. It's not.
No.
No,
But
it's not.
they're not talking about.
But
Pum Pum?
it does.
Good Night
deal with
Pum
some
Pum.
very, very serious issues though. Like,
So we're not talking
Yeah,
about the
like
Pum Pum.
it's supposed to be a very like
I'm
hard
winding
touching.
your waist.
Kid loves
Oh,
this.
God, JP knows
That's
what
his
I'm
number
talking
one
about.
manga.
I mean, so basically, it's this manga is just full of terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
Literally terrible people.
I haven't touched this manga neither.
Good
Good Night Pum Pum.
Good night. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good Night Pum Pum.
translation is Good Night Pum Pum.
Yeah, Oyasumi is good night. Yeah.
Pum Pum or Pun Pun?
Pum
Pun Pun.
So
P O O N.
All right.
P O O N.
P-U-N, P-U-N.
P-U-M. Oh, y'all got me. I'm thinking. All right. Y'all
But
know
hey,
what
I mean,
I'm
I'm going so far. I know every single manga so far, so like, okay.
I've read only one.
It's okay. We'll give you a list of stuff to start.
Yeah, no, it's just so.
Title of your sex tape.
Wait, sex tape.
Brooklyn
Wait, what did you
Nine-Nine.
say?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Title of your sex
Oh
tape.
wait, no, he actually did say sex tape. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Title of your sex tape.
I thought I was hearing this. I was like, all right, you know what? I should go to bed. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
Another
Number
one. This
7?
number
Or 6? Okay.
This one is also really interesting. And it's something I feel like y'all all would like if Sam has already read it. But mostly like Abe and James, you will like this. It's very gory. Very. And this is Vagabond.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard about it.
I-
That
I've
makes
heard about
sense.
that.
No, that makes fully sense. Didn't
I
it end?
started reading some of Vagabond after
I think
got
Vagabond
The
caught up
series
on
ended for
Vinland
a
Saga.
while,
Yeah.
if I believe. Yeah.
I mean, hey,
It makes sense.
it's definitely something I think y'all would get into for sure.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm more
So-
surprised it's ahead of Monogatari though. Like that's the really
I mean,
most
there's a
part to
reason
me.
why. I think it's because of the subject matter. To be honest with
Oh,
you,
I guess.
yeah, it's like it's a little bit deeper. If you ask me.
Mhm.
But number 5 is interesting. I'm really curious to see how people who are watching now and in the future react to this one. Number 5 is the one and only One Piece.
I can see
Okay.
that.
I was
Number
gonna,
5.
yeah.
I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna bring this because of my personal experience. I've stopped reading One Piece for a while now, and if you were to try to read Wano week by week or at least month to month, it gets really slow. It gets the momentum is not the same as usual right now, but it's still the
Yes.
same. It'll still keep its same popularity for sure, and the anime is helping the manga arc for sure with its better quality. Like the change up of the animation definitely increases the quality of it, but if you were to read it week to week, it might not be worth it because it's like one great chapter per month out of like 4 to 5 chapter a month.
Interesting.
So
I respect that.
it doesn't balance out so well if you expect it to.
If this is the way this list is going,
That's what I found out.
Monster better be in the top 4.
Number 4.
Well, James, number 4 is Monster.
Ah, good one. Because I heard great things about Monster too. The
amazing.
anime. Wow, I heard
Monster
great
is
things.
Monster messed me up.
Yeah, it's a psychological thriller,
Yeah, it messed me up.
crime story, everything that I want. Like,
I think that's also on Amazon Prime as
See,
well.
I watched this one when I was younger.
I'm gonna read that.
I watched this when I was younger. This messed me up.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was the point. Yeah, it's just so like psychologically messed up.
It was not okay. I was like, oh no, I shouldn't have watched this. But I couldn't
That's
stop
pretty
watching
high though. Really? Wasn't this
Yeah,
series during the
Monster's
1990s?
Monster's very
This
good.
was-
Incredible.
This was in the
Monster
1990s too.
Monster is the definition of a thriller.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
it is incredible.
It is very good.
I'm a little sad that One Piece didn't pass Monster yet. Wow.
Because
I
really?
mean, in terms of pure story
The
and
pure
how the
story,
manga's
exactly.
Okay, no,
written,
I understand that. Yeah, I
It's not
understand.
about it's
Yeah,
not
I
about
understand.
longevity, Sam. It's about
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah, I definitely understand because the longevity, the more longevity you have, the quality needs to be able to balance it all
But yeah,
together.
no, Monster.
I understand
messes
completely.
me up.
Monsters number 4.
So
Interesting.
number 3, there's going to be some conflict with this one, I think. But I kinda am. I think it is set perfectly where it is. Number 3, Full Metal Alchemist.
Respect.
Okay, respect.
Yeah.
It had to
So-
be. It had to be in top 5.
So
It had to
from
be.
Full Metal
beginning
Alchemist to me still from the to this day is one of the best and complete stories.
I agree. I
Facts.
100% agree to you fully. Like, it knew when to stop. It never slowed. Momentum never slowed down.
Nope.
It had
and,
everything.
and we're talking about the manga here.
Yes, the
Okay.
manga had everything. So everybody who wants to say like, what does manga special? It's brotherhood. Literally, what brotherhood.
That's why they did
is.
Brotherhood, because they wanted to do the manga more justice, so they did the manga as an anime.
Hmm. There are a few. I know some people who didn't really, who preferred who liked the first season
And
in the
that's
series,
fine.
and that's absolutely fine. That's all cool and great. But the manga, the Brotherhood, it finished the same time, had its same ending 1-to-1. It was just great. It was literally
So
Brother was fine. It's my
They
top 3
definitely
anime
make
of
it.
all time.
the
So,
next
and
one,
I never
though,
read it.
the next one though,
Number 2. This is
I'm
number
not
2.
sure about number 2 because it's a very specific part of a series, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. But I'm sure there's some people who are like, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I already passed the 75% expectation of the mangas though. So
And it's
hit it to-
JoJo Part 7.
Well, I can't speak to that. So.
Isn't that what?
Okay.
Isn't that the anime that's
Really?
coming out right now with Jolene?
Yes,
Really?
with Jolene. Yeah. Well,
Really?
No, that's
This
Stone
is the-
Ocean. Stone
no,
Ocean
Oh.
is 6.
So I think this is that's the next one.
Yeah.
So it's Part 7.
That's okay. Well, that's interesting. So instead of saying
Really?
all of JoJo, they're just
No,
saying
it literally
part
just says
7.
Part 7.
I would just
That's
say
not
all
Jolene?
of JoJo. To be honest. No,
Yeah, that's
Stone-
not Jolene for sure.
No, that's let me double check.
Cause wasn't the anime part 6 Giorno, and then number 7 supposed to be Jolene?
No, I think
No, this is Johnny.
yeah. No,
Part
the
7
anime
is
has only
Johnny.
done 5 parts, right?
Yeah, where we at?
Yeah.
We can just go look.
Yeah, that's-
So number
Really?
one, the only ones I will accept for number 1 is Gangsta and I Am a Hero.
It might be
Those are the
Gangsta. I
only
think it
two
is.
that I
I
would
think it is
accept
Gangsta.
based on this
Gangsta for
list.
sure. It had to be Gangsta. Cause
Because I respect
Yeah, they're
this
only on
person's list.
JoJo Part 5 right now.
JoJo
Okay.
was in the late 80s, wasn't it? It started in the late 80s or 70s.
So
Something
yeah,
like
they're
that.
talking. This one is specifically about Part 7.
Okay.
Because Part 4 is Golden
But-
Wind. 5
wait.
is
What was the
Johnny.
timeline of part
6
7
is-
though?
6 is Jolene, and then 7 is Johnny.
What was how long is Johnny right now? Like what year?
I actually don't know.
Really? What the
I don't know the
hell?
current year.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I
So-
really don't know about this.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, number 2 is JoJo Part 7. And number 1, which I feel is actually very accurate. Very accurate. And, not just because of recent events, but Berserk. Number
No,
1.
yeah, it's because of recent events. It was just
I don't
it's
think so. Berserk is phenomenal.
Berserk
Yeah.
is definitely phenomenal. Already, it was already great.
I
But, like,
think
when you
there's
have
both.
the-
there's a
when
little
you ha-
there's a little recency
But
bias
the
for sure.
but thing is, like, it never finished. The mangaka, unfortunately, rest in peace. I mean, passed away, and he couldn't finish it. And of course, when the
You
original,
want to know when this list was made?
it had to be very current. It has to be very current.
Nope.
April of 2020.
Oh,
Really?
so yeah.
That's still pretty current. That's still pretty current.
But
though.
that's before. But that's before.
Really? No love for I Am a Hero. Interesting.
Not in this one.
I thought Gangsta would have been in the list
yeah,
for sure.
one of those two. What?
Yeah.
But
So this was done in April of 2020.
interesting. I can't wait till we make our own list.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
gonna
no.
be- That's gonna be.
It's
For
fun.
going to
Mang-
be wild.
All right, for
But
manga.
I need to read.
I mean, we're gonna
read
we're gonna have multiple lists.
Is that gonna be
Yeah.
before we do the top 100 list that you've been teasing us with, or is that gonna be after?
Oh no, that's gonna be after. We're gonna.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
all right. I picked the last. I picked the number last time, and it just so happens to be Reed Richards. Abe, you could choose the next number.
Yeah, what number
Alright.
you want?
That was so irony. That last episode, it was just irony. I had
It's
no
hilarious.
idea.
So I'll tell you right now, I'm not giving you anybody from top 10.
Okay, good, because I will go with 27.
What hurt me even more was Dr. Fate was not
I'll
on
actually
that
be
list.
surprised if y'all know. Well, actually, you will know who this is. Dark Schneider from Bastard.
Really?
Yeah,
27.
27.
Bastard.
Cap.
Cap. I'm giving you one more.
Cap.
I'll give you one more from this.
27, bro.
That's 27.
James, you choose. It's your turn. You choose this one. Don't make me choose a bad number. That's irony again.
All I'm gonna say is
37.
I was just about to say stay out of the 30s. All right, you want to do it yourself?
All right.
I'll let you pick it again.
46.
46. At number 46, it is a man who is known for his leadership and temper tantrums and bad taste in women. It is the one and only Cyclops.
Cyclops is better than
I
Doom.
expected to be much lower though.
So you're
Cyclops
telling
is
me
better than Doom?
what he said. Are you?
And Mr. Fantastic.
I don't give a damn about Mr. Fantastic, but Cyclops is better than
Reed Richards.
So
I
she
know
knows
damn
that.
I
about
need
Reed
to have a
Richards.
conversation with the
Cyclops
person
is
that
better
made this
than
list.
Dr. Doom. 46 to 80.
Okay,
I'm
Cyclops.
just the messenger,
Wow.
bro.
If he didn't know, Cyclops
Wow.
was a super simp, and he failed horribly.
I mean, I'm just saying Cyclops is higher than
Over
Cobra Commander.
Doom. How, bro? How?
Yo, this person who made this list, Cap
Cobra
his
Commander
entire
being
life.
above-
Cap his
above
entire
Doom
life.
Is not disrespectful, but Cyclops being above him is like honestly doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. They are in the same universe, and Cyclops can't even accomplish an inch of what Doom
I'll
has.
give you one
That's
for free, but
bullshit.
I'm not going to tell you the number. Cyclops is above Professor X.
Bullshit.
All right, so
fucking
that's
shit.
the show today,
Bull
guys.
fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit.
What the hell?
Bull fucking shit. Yo, you literally have me like, yo,
Professor
bullshit.
is an
I'm
what?
sorry, you two. I am so sorry,
He's
you two. I am like
Omega
bull
level
fucking
mutant.
shit. This is
top
bull
five
fucking
level
shit.
telepath.
I don't give a
In all
fuck.
of
He has the
Marvel.
power of the Phoenix. Bull fucking shit.
How is
Bull
Cyclops better-
fucking
Mega
shit.
level Cyclops.
Bull fucking shit.
So wait, Professor Xavier is sub 50.
I said I wasn't giving you. I mean, yeah, technically you found that out that way, yes.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Wow. I
Bullshit.
can't wait to see this entire list. This is absolutely
Bullshit.
ridiculous.
Oh, this whole
This is
list
ridiculous.
Bullshit.
This whole list is gonna mess y'all up.
Bullshit. No.
Cyclops
no.
over Professor Xavier and Doom.
Yes. Yes, brother. The fire rises.
I am mad. Yes, Steve, I am mad. I'm mad. No, that doesn't make it makes completely no
There
sense
is one
at
person
all.
I'm looking at right now that is over Cyclops that is going to. I have to wait for Bash to be here for this. Because it's going to break the entire room. Can't wait.
Does not compute.
I love this. This is my favorite part of this.
So I'd rather let Vash choose the next number on the list before I check to choose one because I don't want even more disappointment and irony.
Nope, that's
from
it
this
for
new
tonight.
list. Yeah,
No more
okay.
numbers off
Next
the
time.
list.
Next week. Next
time.
week.
Yep,
Next
I got
week.
I'm gonna wait for Bash
Yeah,
to be.
Breeze agrees with me. Out of their mind. Yes, I know, right? That's why I'm so angry for this. Like what?
I love it. Hey, the rage.
I don't even understand what just happened, bro.
You think I do? No.
Doom is an Avengers level threat. Avengers level. Cyclops.
disappointed.
Even though they've improved Cyclops' character recently by
Not
making
over
him the
Doom.
leader or whatnot, he still can't. Yo, Doom became a god. Battle
Yes.
World. Doom destroyed the beyond. Cyclops got
Stop making
slapped
sense.
around by.
Stop making sense. Just stop.
He got fucked around by everybody. Let's bring this up. Let's not sugarcoat nothing. Shaka got fucked by everybody. He got whooped in everything completely.
So you're telling me that Cyclops can go face to face with Galactus and be okay? That's what you're telling me.
Oh, I got this Omega beam that I could teleport out. I could teleport a single mutant or whatnot to the dimension. Fuck that shit, bull.
I mean, if he was able to, access the full power of the dimension that he pulls his power from, maybe.
Not even with the Phoenix power that he had from the fragment, it wasn't even barely enough to handle like the X-Men.
No, what I'm saying is, so if he was able to actually just open up that dimension and just throw all the power that he has in it, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it would knock Galactus over.
But that's potential versus now of what we already know from the comics and other
he doesn't have
no.
that potential. No, he does not. That potential doesn't exist in Cyclops.
Exactly.
By the way, Brees, I'm just gonna give you on this. I'm just gonna give you this one for free. Rogue's not on this list, bro.
Rogue is not on the list?
Rogue's not on the list.
Time out.
I lied. Never mind. She's just way higher than him.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I was looking at the lower. I was looking at the lower.
We're gonna have an issue.
That is fine.
No. There is a person on this list that you really gonna have an issue with, but that's
Yo, Down Bad, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel, man.
Is that Mr. Down Bad Man? Sir! Appreciate you being here. What's up, BB? Thanks for being here. But no, actually, I hate to tell you, you got here just right at the end. We just wrapped it up. We just wrapped up one of our new segments called the Hit List, where I read a list that makes them potentially very upset.
No, don't even say potential. I'm pretty sure this is like 3 for 3, 4 for 4 right now. We're all kind of
great.
One of us are pissed.
And furious anger.
Listen, I'm just a messenger. Okay?
I know. We know. You did not start this. You're just reading off from this.
But it brings me so much joy. I'll tell you that right now. But I
listen,
guess
listen. People enjoy other people's pain, and
I do.
mean,
yep.
Son of Darkseid, can we have your plugs first, real quick?
Interesting character there.
Just so that we can just end this entire thing right now.
Yeah. I love how I end with such a bad taste in y'all's
misery,
mouth,
please.
but I feel so great when I leave now. I'm like, man, that was so y'all like, man, put that list up.
But anyway, you know what it is. It's this issue of the Blood Mist, aka Son of Darkseid, aka a Kang variant, and the new aka the Naruto itself. Anyway, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Prince_Alawal. That's Prince_ALAWAL. Listen to the Ocean 8 podcast. We're getting closer to official merch dropping October 1st. Omo Naija. You know how I feel. Listen to Inside the Mind of a Blurred podcast. You know we have different segments on there. We just dropped the DreamCon review episode. Have a couple fun episodes coming up for you guys. Definitely check out MemoryNK Mixer. We have some fun episodes dropping this weekend. One of them is with the wholesome protagonist Crystal. Shout out to her. Definitely head over to the Inside the Mind of a Blurred shop. Linktree and bio at the Blurred Mind Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Head over to Linktree. Of course, check out Spicy Lady. Follow her on Twitch at Spicy Lady Gaming. Definitely follow her on Twitter at Spicy Lady ENT. I believe, or is it Talks? I apologize, Spicy. Don't hit me. Check out, of course, follow, subscribe, Anime Lately. Keep the audio version podcast as well. Congratulations, you guys! I forgot to tell you, you guys hit 8K a couple weeks ago. 8K total downloads on Anime Lately.
Beautiful.
I forgot to tell you guys that.
Thank you.
Congratulations to y'all for real.
Thank you.
It's already looking like you might hit 9K before the end of the year.
All right.
Honestly, it might be 10K before the end of the year. Like, I fully expect that to happen. And then, of course, you'll catch me tomorrow guesting on Careful for Spoilers. Excited because we're going to. I'll let JB handed that, but definitely to know what it is. Shout out to you, Mia. Son of Ducks, Lovely.
JB, tell us what it's about.
Yeah, you guys can follow me all over social media at JB Exclusive, and of course, see the number 4 spoilers. Tomorrow, we are going to have a really cool, chill show, but we have a lot of topics to talk about. Tomorrow is comic book recommendation day. At the beginning of every month, we either review or recommend a comic book. So, we're going to be recommending a few from the entire team. We're also going to be talking about the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit news. We wanted to wait a little bit because we wanted some more news to build up surrounding it. We know Bob Iger came out with some comments. Kevin Feige came out with some comments. So we're going to be talking about all of that stuff. Michael B. Jordan's Superman series on HBO Max. There's a couple things, a lot of things we're going to be talking about on the show tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So head over to the channel right now, subscribe, set a reminder for the show. We'll see you there.
Can't wait. You know, I love popping up on villains when I'm needed. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite things now.
Oh, yeah. Yes. One more thing. I have a huge announcement to make tomorrow. And we're doing a comic book giveaway for something within the Extreme Carnage series.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
you know, there's a lot of symbiotes around here, you know.
Oh.
Which symbiote is it?
Oh.
I don't know. You'll find out tomorrow. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. Now I want to know. Okay, that's fine. Well, hey, it's me, Ray Apollo. It finally happened. The first episode of Manga Time with Ray went up on YouTube, and I appreciate the love that y'all been giving that. That's fantastic. That makes me happy. That means that's actually something I really want to see on my channel. So, thanks. I appreciate it. The next episode will be up on Monday when the new chapters go live. So, look forward to that. Streaming still every weekend over on Twitch. So, I'll see y'all on Saturday on stream. It'll be great. My setup is done now. So I have no excuse. It'll be great. Can't wait. So go check out Villains. And yeah, I'll see you for Manga Time with Ray, and I'll see you on the Twitch channel. They're both the Ray Apollo. Just look for them. Okay. Sam?
Okay, let me get this all, because usually Vash does this whole entire thing. Thank you guys for listening. We hope you guys enjoy. If you love this content that we brought in for you this entire episode, give us that like button, and also give us that subscribe. We trying to reach 10,000. I know we're in August, but it's still a long stretch. But everybody should have a big goal to reach for, and we still want to get that 10,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
We still work for it. We're still hard. We only go live maybe 2 times a week. That's absolutely fine. We do the best. We still provide the work. We still provide the content. We still give you guys of what we've been enjoying, what we've been watching, what have we been reading, and our Shonen Ronins, all that stuff. All great content. And yes, we are going to be live this Saturday night for Dungeons and Dragons with the Petty Gods and the Non-Believers, where we're going to have podcasters from everybody and mangakas to come into the show to play a huge, big game, collaboration game of Dungeons and Dragons. It'll be lit. Trust me. I promise you it will be.
It's a good time.
Yep. And
especially because we got some people back, and so the story moves, and I get to be petty. Hey!
I mean, it isn't a title, so I gotta give you that. So,
But
yeah, I need to recap everything because this game is usually once a month, and I definitely encourage you guys to come in to play and listen, because there are some times we are being hilarious, and we actually got tricked by the petty god himself for sure. But yeah, it's worth it.
I'll give you a hint. Frankenstein.
Oh Lord, where's Mary Shelley? Damn it, Mary Shelley! Why did you create Frankenstein for this? I blame you for this. But yeah, absolutely. So even a little bit before we so fully out, Vash thankfully gave us the winners for the 2 giveaway that he was one entire week was late.
Oh.
So
we're gonna ignore that. Just glad he did it. It's good. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Good job. You did it.
Now he has to finish on Twitter. But yeah, first, number 1, Denza Madi. Thank you very much, you. And number 2, the Black Senku. Thank you very much. With Denzel, he said his favorite MC is Izuku Midoriya, and his favorite from us is when James talked passionately about how he wanted Deku to keep one for all and be the next leader of the next generation of heroes. Definitely, for sure. That is a definitely great conversation. And for the Black Senku, his favorite manga is in Weekly Shonen Jump right now is One Piece. Definitely respect, because it has been a story that I have come to love from the first chapter in the first episode. Definitely respect nostalgia, respect the OG for sure, definitely for sure. My favorite MC is Luffy because of his personality, of how free he is of a person and character, and how inspirational he is. Definitely Vash's favorite character too, and he has a whole 7-foot billboard statue just to monument that entire character.
Yep.
And like, if he was here in the episode, just you would all see his 7-foot monumental statue and all that stuff like that. But yeah, thankfully, guys, all the information that I may have forgotten or anything else are all down below in the comments. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoy our conversation. Remember to tune in to our Dungeons and Dragons this following Saturday, and our Shonen Ronin episode will be coming from this next coming Monday, because that's where all the new coming chapters that's gonna be coming out. Yes, and we will add Bleach one shot onto that list. We are definitely for sure, no questions about it. We have a passion for Bleach. You can see Abe's background and have Bleach. We definitely were talking so much passionately about this entire episode about Bleach, recaps and everything. That's how much love we have for us. We have a passion for the Weekend Sword and Jump. If you have any comments, if you have any theories, if you have any thoughts, please let us know down in the comments down below or on Shonen Ronin. Absolutely sure. We'd love to talk about it. We love to hear about your thoughts, your theories, everything about it. Nobody's opinions are wrong. Nobody's opinions are laughable. No, nothing. We want to hear from you guys, definitely for sure, because we are a conversation. We are a conversational podcast right here in Animatedly Podcast, and we enjoy manga and we enjoy good, thoughtful conversation and thoughts to our own opinions and everything. We want to see your thoughts, your expectation, and your point of view of everything that you are passionate about, of anime, manga, comic books, whatever. We want to know. Tell us down below in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope for listening. I've been Sam the Manga Man. You can always follow me on all my social medias, and you've been listening to the Animatedly Podcast. Have a good one. Peace.